Welcome back to the Sports Block, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not on. Welcome back to the Sports Block, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are broadcasting Wakefield at Middle Creek. It's a very nice temperature out today. I'm Joey Bullard. I'm commentating with
Danny Smith
and John Kaprevich.
Ought to be a good one tonight, right, boys?
Yeah. Middle Creek Mustangs 2-2 will take on the 2-3 Wakefield. Oh no, I don't know there.
Wildcats.
Wolverines.
Wolverines. Ought to be, yeah, it ought to be a good one. You know, the temperatures cooled down a little bit. Said that earlier. You know, the past few weeks it's been in like the 90s and higher temperatures like that. Now it's in the 80s, cooling down, starting to get to regular football weather. But ought to be a good one tonight. Right.
It's certainly an interesting matchup. Both of these teams have been pretty up and down all year. Wakefield's coming off a great performance last week against Southern Durham. They scored 61 points. They won 61-7. So it's set to be a really good matchup.
I agree. You know, historically looking at this, Middle Creek should win this game. And you know, Middle Creek they've won every game in this matchup against Wakefield since 2013. So I'm sure these Wakefield players are probably looking for a little bit of revenge, or be the first team to beat Middle Creek since 2013.
Wow. And none of the players on that team have beaten Middle Creek before, so they're certainly hungry for a win.
Last season they almost got the win, but Andrew Ely led the Mustangs back to a win.
I remember that game.
Yeah, that was a rough night.
That was a good one.
Yeah, hard-earned win. But should be a good game tonight.
Middle Creek players coming out now.
Here they come.
Probably Middle Creek's most famous celebration right here.
Yes, sir.
It's fun.
Yeah, they're being led by number 1, Sherrod Ray. Behind him, Alberto Steffens with the hammer.
Got a lot more players. Captains are walking out to center field.
It looks like tonight, number 8,
Tyron Belcher. Number 4, Anthony Robinson. I can't see his number. Number 2, Joey Maya, and number 15, Sean Horton are our captains tonight.
And those 4 players right there, they do deserve to be captains. They're very good leaders, not at just their position, but on the whole team as a whole. You know, these are arguably the best players at each of their positions. You know, looking at Sean Horton, he's super.
Athletic.
Super athletic, a very good receiver.
Former teammate with him on the school baseball team. He's just all over the field as a center fielder. He is. 2 of these players, Joey Maya and Tyron Belcher, were invited to NC State for a workout or
to watch the game.
Yep.
Get field passes. Probably just that's got to be. I mean, even if it's not an offer or anything, that's just got to be so. That's so exciting.
Still an honor. And then we have 2 other players who were recruited, or excuse me, not recruited, but invited. Jackson Chop, number 34, is a linebacker, and was it Jamari Highsmith, number 90, defensive end.
Yeah.
All 4 were invited. It's got a great honor for our school.
Yes, sir. Very much so.
Team getting ready to split the banner.
Very excited. The music dies down.
2.5 minutes from kickoff.
For your Mustangs, number 2, Joey Maya. Number 4, Anthony Robinson. Number 8, Tyron Belcher. And number 15, Sean Horton.
Those are the captains for tonight.
Middle Creek defers.
So, talking about Wakefield a little bit, their quarterback, Trexler Ivy, who is a junior, I do believe that he started last season as a sophomore, so he's got quite some experience under his belt compared to other average high school quarterbacks. You guys think that'll play a factor into this game, experience?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Starting as a varsity quarterback as a sophomore, that's incredibly impressive. It looks like Wakefield will be receiving the kick.
Captains for the Wolverines, number 52, number 5, and number 65.
But he already has a year of starting under his belt, and he's just now an upperclassman. That is going to be a huge hand up for Wakefield. Our starting quarterback, Sean Brown's also a junior, but he did not start for an entire season last year. He was the backup under Andrew Ely, who graduated this year, or last year, excuse me. Middle Creek's running out now.
That's them right there, yes, sir.
So that is certainly a leg up for Wakefield as they have a more experienced game manager on the field. But of course, going against Middle Creek's vaunted defense, you never know.
So, all right, there it goes. You know, it looks like if this game was based on how many fans showed up, I think Middle Creek would edge this one out.
Yeah, Wakefield's got quite the drive. They're coming from North Raleigh, so
yeah,
not too surprised.
That's
but
true.
Yes, we definitely have the upper hand in the fan battle. The Creek Crazies have been voted as the best student section a few years. They've been voted multiple years.
Not surprised. I mean, they get really energetic during the games, and the themes they do every game, works out perfectly.
It's crazy being in there. It's loud and it is fun.
When
they're jumping on the bench right now, and it feels a little bit unsafe when you're on the bench. Not gonna lie. That's how energetic people are. You feel like you're about to fall.
I agree.
But it's a good time.
They don't call on the Creek Crazies for nothing. All right, here we go. Clock down to 0.
Kickoff time.
Yes, sir.
This is when the fun begins.
Mustang players down there, locked arms.
Middle Creek has decided to defer the punt.
Kick.
Sorry, the kick. Excuse me. Still with his foot. Who is in the back for?
No good. That's no good. Yeah.
Number 4 and number 43 for Wakefield are in the back to receive the punt, to kick.
See what Wakefield plans to do on this kickoff return.
And Hunter Holmes, the senior kicker for Middle Creek.
Also plays receiver.
Oh,
with the squib.
Squibbed on the first.
And is downed at the 25 on the Wakefield 25-yard line.
Now, I've noticed that Middle Creek, instead of more often than not, I don't know, often than not, I would say, but a lot of the time they choose to do a squib kick like that rather than a traditional high kick to the end zone. I wonder what that is for.
I noticed that a lot last home game.
Not a bad idea. You get a lot higher opportunity for a turnover.
That's true.
Because the ball's bouncy, and you're kicking it to a guy who doesn't normally catch it. So. Middle Creek having some sideline confusion.
Yeah.
But the play clock has not started. Still at 25.
All right. Number 13 just checked into the game, Donovan Robinson.
Where is it? Trexler Ively will start in shotgun position. Lobs it up to number 3. And number 3 is running down the sideline at the 30, at the 20, at the 10, and that is the way to start the game if you're Wakefield. Touchdown on the first play of the game.
That's a way to set the tone for the game right there. First play, touchdown.
That is huge if you're Wakefield. On the road, tough opponent, and you just scored on the first play of the game. That gives you all the momentum.
I agree 100%. He was wide open, too. He didn't even really have to
No Mustang was covering him.
No Mustang was covering him.
Secondary didn't pick him up. Great play by number 3.
Great play.
Wakefield will be attempting a extra point kick. Number 9 to kick, number 7 to hold. And the kick is good, right down the center.
It only took 10 seconds to score that play. So Mustangs will get the ball with almost no time off the clock.
Looks like this is going to be a high-scoring game.
I hope so. Those are always more fun to watch.
Yes, that is a little bit more interesting than a defensive game.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. going out.
Looks like Middle Creek will send number 1 and number 7. Number 1, Sherrod Ray, and number 7, Jamori Ellis in the back to receive the punt at the 10-yard line.
See if the Mustangs can come up with an answer for that previous play by Wakefield. See if they have something up their own sleeves. Hopefully.
The kickoff kicker for Wakefield is the same as the field goal kicker, number 9. You don't always see that. It's a very different kick. So
it is.
It's weird, but it's very different. And the kick is up. And it'll be a touchback in the end zone. No one even tried to catch it.
There goes the Middle Creek offense.
Starting quarterback for Middle Creek is number 6, Sean Brown. He's a junior. He has been starting the entire year.
And alongside him, number 4, Anthony Robinson, who's a senior. Be running the ball for him. See what these two can do.
Sean Brown lines up in shotgun position. Number 18 running across the field, and he hands it off. Oh, and there's a flag. Well, false start on the offense.
Well, that's
on the first play of the game.
Polar opposites of
yeah.
What happened.
Wakefield went forward, Middle Creek went backwards.
Yeah, that's not how you want to start it. Maybe they got just some jitters, you know. You have to Wakefield set the bar pretty high.
Sean Brown in shotgun position again, getting an audible from the sideline. Gets a snap. Throws it to, and it's almost intercepted. And the attempted throw to, sorry, can you read that number? I can't. It's pretty far away.
I believe it's Sean Brown down there.
No, who he threw it to.
Sean Horton.
Sean Horton.
Rather.
I was like,
Sorry.
I think you're meaning Sean Horton. Attempted throw to Sean Horton, incomplete, almost a pick 6. 2nd and 15. Sean Brown again is in the shotgun position. You're going to see this most of the time. And Anthony Robinson runs it up the middle for a gain of about 5.
Yeah, this isn't a good first series for the Mustangs right here.
Bit of a sluggish start, knocking off the rust.
Yeah.
It has been a while since Middle Creek played because their game last week was delayed because of Hurricane Florence, whereas Wakefield did play last week. Sean Brown incomplete again, a deep pass to number 7, Jamori Ellis.
They just overthrew it a little bit.
Overthrew him. And that'll bring out the Middle Creek punting unit.
Not a good first series for the Mustangs.
Hunter Holmes, number 5, will be punting for the Mustangs. Wakefield will have number 3 in the back. He's around the 4. Oh, wow. He is almost at the 50-yard line. Middle Creek's on their own 17. So most likely this will be very good field position.
No. See if we can get a lucky bounce here.
And it even bounces Wakefield's way.
Oh, man.
Wakefield won't even have to flip the field. They'll be starting on the Middle Creek 39-yard line.
All right. Hopefully they can stop him this time. 11 minutes on the clock right now.
If they get the second down, it'll be better than the last drive.
Yep, that's always an improvement.
Trex Ively in the shotgun position. That's 43 running across the backfield, and he hands off to 43, who is tackled for no gain.
All right. We're off to a better start than before.
Good play for number 22, Brandon Smith on the tackle. Oh, there's one excited fan yelling. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but
I can hear it. Yeah.
I can hear it. I don't know if the folks home can, but we can.
Sure.
Wakefield getting some audibles from the sideline. Trexler Ively in shotgun position again. Receives the snap and hands it off to his running back. who runs it up the middle for about a gain of 2.
And not much for him there.
On the 36-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 8 coming up for Wakefield. 3rd and 7, excuse me. This is a critically important play for Middle Creek. Need to stop the first down, limit them to only a field goal or potentially a very short kick. They might get pinned back, but better than a touchdown.
Well, it looked like they attempted a freeze play right there.
Hoping to catch someone on the defensive line in offsides. Trax Lively receives a snap and shotgun, throws it to number 4, who is tackled for a loss for a gain of about 2.
It looked like he was tackled by Darnell Jones.
Darnell Jones.
Very good tackle. He just took him back.
He took him down. Be 4th and 7 for Wakefield, and they're going for it.
Going for it.
That's not a bad idea because you're pretty deep in Middle Creek's territory. But in high school, the field goal kickers, that's a little bit out of range for them.
Yeah, that's like no man's land right there.
But it's a little bit too far for a punter.
Yeah.
To manage to pin them back. So not a bad idea. It will be giving Middle Creek a good field position start if they don't convert.
Looks like the Wakefield offense tried to catch him sleeping again. Oh!
And they got him.
That's a false start by number 71.
False start on the Wolverines.
Saw him move a little bit.
Wakefield will have to taste a little bit of their own medicine on that one.
I don't think he was ready for that. Now this might
4th and 13 now. Excuse me, 4th and 12.
This might make them rethink their decision.
No, looks like they're still going to go for it. They're going to go for it.
They won't have time to put on the punting unit because of the play clock. Checks Lively in shotgun position, running back to his right. And he punts it.
Punts it.
Wow. And it takes a Middle Creek bounce and will end at about the 22-yard line.
I've never seen that before.
I have also never seen that.
Did not see that coming.
I guess in high school you do have players that are more versatile than professional and college-level players who can do different things, such as play quarterback and punt the ball.
I don't think I've ever seen. Trax Lively's stat line, 1 completion for a lot of yards and 1 kick for about 20. Sean Brown in shotgun position. Anthony Robinson in the backfield takes up the center for no gain. He's still fighting, but the whistle will be blown. No gain.
Looks like he's been doing his squats.
No, he definitely has. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 coming up for the Mustangs. They really need to be able to get out of at least a new set of downs. An injured player on the field.
Looks like he's getting up on his own power.
That is good. Number 74.
He's limping though.
Junior Barea.
Oh.
He's limping.
I didn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Junior Barrera was able to get off the field, though he did require help. Sean Brown will be lining up in the shotgun position. Anthony Robinson in the backfield. Sean Brown getting an audible from the sideline.
Looks like they tried to run a freeze play right there.
Pull a bubble pass to Sean Horton for a gain of... pretty good gain of about 7 yards.
And it looks like that to replace Junior Barrera, put in Jack Hughes. No, not Jack Hughes. I can't see that.
Sean Brown takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Anthony Robinson, and throws it again to Sean Horton, who will get a first down.
Very good run right there by Sean Horton.
He is fast.
Yeah.
He has wheels.
And to replace Junior Barrera, not Max Kahn, sorry. It is not Jack Hughes. It's Christian Harris, senior.
The only other senior on the offensive line, right? Middle Creek will take the ball at their own 39. And Anthony Robinson will run it for a gain of 5.
Yeah.
Mustang's been mostly running it up the middle this game so far.
Yeah.
It's the more conservative move. They don't want to give up anything right now because they're already down. They found themselves in a bad spot.
Yeah. You don't have to make big gains to score a touchdown. It's just about the little stuff. You know, 2nd and 4, that's pretty good position right there. Ooh.
Sean Brown hands it off to Anthony Robinson, who will run for a gain of 7 yards and a first down for the Mustangs. The Mustangs now on their own 47-yard line.
That was another good run right there by Anthony Robinson. He's been relatively short into the game, but he's been carrying a lot of work.
Yeah, he already has a good number of yards, about 20, I'd say. A lot of yards. He's a
so.
powerful guy. He's a powerful runner.
Yes, sir.
Sean Brown again. I don't think we've seen him under center yet. This is something you see a lot in college and in the high school teams.
Oh,
that was a risky throw right there.
It's a screen pass to number 18, Adam Schmidt. It was a risky throw, though. It was very high.
Yeah, double coverage on him.
Nearly picked off.
Yeah.
Adam Schmidt took a hit from 2 Wakefield players, but he didn't drop the ball, and it wasn't intercepted.
Yep.
Middle Creek finds himself in a 2nd and 11 on the left hash mark. Sean Brown throws it up the middle to number 18, Adam Schmidt, for a gain of 9.
Well, that's a good play right there. It looks like they're starting to open up their throwing playbook a little bit, see what they can do.
This is Middle Creek's first play in Wakefield territory. They're on the Wakefield 45-yard line. Sean Brown will take the snap in the shotgun position, hands it off to Anthony Robinson. Anthony Robinson runs it up the middle for a gain of about 10. Be a first down for the Mustangs.
That was a very good run right there. Players
Creek Crazy's happy to see that, doing their first down chant.
Always.
Always love seeing the student section. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, and Anthony Robinson is on the ground with another injury. We will be back shortly.
Robinson is up, walking off on his own power. Hopefully it's just a cramp. He's going to work it out.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sports Block, it is 6:17 left in the first quarter. Middle Creek has the ball. It's a 1st and 10 on Wakefield's 38-yard line.
1st and 10 on 38.
On the previous play, Anthony Robinson went down with an injury. Sean Brown will take the snap from shotgun, but not quite yet. They're trying to get a Wakefield offensive or lineman to move. Now in the backfield, we have, looks like number 20, Deshaun Fort, who's a junior.
Good player right there.
Gain of 10.
Brown's pass, number 19, Darius Suggs.
This is a good drive for Middle Creek so far. They managed to march down the field pretty well, moving the chains, taking time off the clock.
Yeah, slow and steady. Doesn't always have to be big plays like we saw previously with Wakefield.
You're only going to have a few big plays a game. It's better, though. Deshaun Fort will take the handoff, but immediately gets tackled. Will be a loss of a few yards.
Yeah, it looked like that might have been a option play for the quarterback. Saw the receiver running out, possibly to catch a screen pass on the near side.
Excuse me, I was wrong a couple plays ago. It's 3rd and 1. It was not a first down. It was inches. Sean Brown takes a snap and throws it to the middle of the field to number 18, Adam Schmidt, and that'll be a first down at Wakefield's 15-yard line.
Beautiful pass.
Well, yeah,
right to the numbers.
Yeah, seemed like it was a little shaky at first. He might have maybe bobbled it a little bit, but he held on to it.
That onto it went to the ground, which is a smart thing to do. Sean Brown will have 18, Adam Schmidt, and number 20, Deshaun Fort in the backfield. He has a little bit of a pass rush, but he has a deep throw to the end zone, which is slightly overthrown to number 7, Jamori Ellis.
Yeah, that pocket just collapsed.
Immediately. Sean Brown did the right thing throwing it away.
You can't blame him for overthrowing it on that. Especially, I mean, you need time to make those throws, let the receivers develop their routes.
He just had to get it out there.
Yeah.
And you don't want to underthrow it either. So that was a smart play by the junior Sean Brown.
Yes, sir.
Only Deshaun Fort in the backfield this time with Sean Brown, who is again in the shotgun position. Takes a snap. And another deep pass to number 18, and he overthrows him too.
He was wide open,
Adam Schmidt was wide open on the left side of the end zone. That is a disappointing play for the Mustangs.
He didn't have a single Wakefield player around him. That would have been a surefire touchdown.
No one within 10 yards.
He was wide open.
Adam Schmidt. That is a heartbreaker for the Mustangs. It's now 3rd and 10 on the Wakefield 25-yard line.
See if they can make up for that and try to get a first down at least.
It's a big play for Middle Creek. They want to tie the game, not get a field goal. Tell Wakefield, hey, we can play that game too. Sean Brown dancing in the pocket a little bit, gets tripped up, and we'll have a loss of 1. Tried to throw it, but the pocket collapsed again.
Looked like he tried to scramble out of it too, but just got swallowed up in it by the feet.
The offensive line, or the offense entirely, is staying on the field. So looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 10.
More like 4th and 14, I say.
4th and 13. They just changed it. Yeah, they just changed the scoreboard. So.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting move by the Mustangs. They could. This is in field goal territory, but. And not a flag on the play. Oh, there is. I just false start. I didn't see it.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a pretty intense situation right there. 4th and 13. Got to get a first down in order to score a touchdown. So might get a little jittery.
That's rough for Middle Creek. They've had a great drive the whole drive right down the field, and then last few plays they just stall.
Yeah.
4th and 18 for the Mustangs. Sean Brown with Deshaun Fort in the backfield. Sean Brown takes another shot to the middle of the field and throws it right over number 7, Jamori Ellis' hands. Goes through his fingertips.
And that'll end the series right there for Middle Creek.
Through a little bit of jump ball. Wakefield would be starting their drive on their own 33-yard line.
Yeah.
Still 7-0 Wakefield with 3:55 left in the first quarter. Be a good opportunity to shout out to one of our sponsors. Hendrick Carey Auto Mall is the Triangle's largest inventory of new Chevrolet, Dodge, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Kia, Fiat, and over 5,000 pre-owned vehicles. Hendrick Carey Auto Mall. Trexler, the quarterback, number 7, takes it and he hands it off to his running back, number 21, who runs it for a gain of 3. Trexler Ivy's his name. I keep on wanting to say Trevor. Clock's running for Wakefield. They're probably going to go into somewhat of a 2-minute drill. Trax Ivy hands it off again to his running back, number 21, who runs it up the sideline for a gain of 8.
That was a good gain right there by the running back.
Be 3rd and 1 for Wakefield.
Looks like he got flipped there at the end of the play by one of the Middle Creek defenders.
Yeah, he took a shot. Big play for both teams. Stop here would be huge for the Mustangs, but Wakefield would really love to help this drive going. Wakefield starting on their own 43-yard line. He hands it again to number 21, who will just barely get past the pylon for a gain of 3.
Yeah, he had a pretty good spin move right there to dodge one of the Middle Creek defenders in order to get that first down.
Yeah, he almost got taken down right before the pylon, but he spun and reached out for a gain of 3.
That was a good move right there.
Wakefield 1st and 10 on their own 46-yard line. They'll line up with 3 wide receivers on the right, only 1 on the left. As a running back in the backfield, Trexler Ively takes the snap and throws a screen pass to number 4, who will be tackled by number 23, Deshaun Biggs.
Great tackle.
Yeah, he was just greeted there by Middle Creek defenders.
Gain.
Nowhere he could go.
No gain on the play. Yeah, he turned around and there he was, and he got taken right down. Wakefield running no huddle offense. Trex Ivy will be taking the snap in the shotgun position with 21 in the backfield.
Looks like they tried to catch him sleeping again with a freeze play.
Yep, either that or they changed it based on the formation of the defense. A bad snap, but he manages to grab it with his left hand to throw up the middle to number 10. It was bobbled by number 10 and also bobbled by a Middle Creek player. but it fell to the ground for an incompletion.
Yeah, that was a tough throw to make right there, or tough catch to make, rather. You know, you're in double coverage, and you have another guy, like 3 guys within 3 yards of you. That's tough.
That was a tight rope to throw. It was an all right throw.
Yeah.
It just
very well placed.
Too many guys.
Yeah.
Around. It was certainly risky. 3rd and 10 for Wakefield, still on their own 46-yard line. They're receiving word from the sideline. Trax Lively takes the snap and rolls out to his left. He looks to throw it to number, can't see from there, 21, but the throw is incomplete.
Yeah, that was a tough throw to make. You know,
Pretty low throw.
Yeah, it was a little low. The receiver had to dive. You know, you can't always make those, especially at this high school level. Players don't have extreme talent like that.
Right-handed quarterback rolling out to his left, always a hard throw to make. Something Aaron Rodgers does really well.
That's what Wakefield needs.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. I don't think any high school would be complaining. Number 9 in the back for Wakefield to punt to, looks like Sean Horton, number 15, to receive the kick for Middle Creek. Ooh. It's a short punt for Wakefield on the sideline, and it'll roll out at about the Wakefield 15. Excuse me, the Middle Creek 15.
Yeah. Not great field position, but could definitely be worse.
Real quick, just want to give another shout out to our
it's all right. Middle Creek offense will take the field with 1:59 left on the clock, so they'll be running a 2-minute drill. It'll be a 1st and 10 starting on their own 15-yard line.
Ball's going to be a place number 15, 1st and 10 for your Mustangs.
Middle Creek has also been running a no-huddle offense.
That's one of the things about Middle Creek. They run a super fast offense, no huddle. That's why.
Sean Brown hands it off to Deshaun Fort, who runs it up the middle for a gain of 5.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, you know, no huddle offense. You know, it's a fast-paced game. But by the 4th quarter, you know, Middle Creek is usually what they would like to be is, you know, still running the plays. They're not tired or anything. And then the defense of the other team, they're just gassed.
It is a tough offense to defend. It makes you tired real quick. Sean Brown will take the snap in shotgun position and throws a screen to Sean Horton, number 15, for no gain. Actually, a loss of 1.
He was met right there by the Wakefield defender, number 32, I believe.
Yep, nowhere to go for Sean Horton.
Yeah.
Be 3rd and 8 on Middle Creek's own 15-yard line. Critical play for Middle Creek, try and tie it up in the 1st quarter. They do have all their timeouts still. Sean Fort in the backfield with Sean Horton. Sean Horton takes a snap and rolls backwards, and he takes a sack.
Yeah.
On the 4, Middle Creek moved back to the 4-yard line.
That guy just came right through the line.
He got right through. Sean Brown had about 2 seconds before he ate the dirt.
Yeah. It's always got to be a very scary situation. Sitting there, and then you have some pretty big dude coming at you.
Looking at your wide receivers, and you see something moving out of the corner. You look, and there's this big guy running at you. Hunter Holmes, number 5, to punt for Middle Creek. Wakefield's punt returner, number 3. It is a short punt, and will take a Middle Creek bounce to the Wakefield 50-yard line.
Very, very good punt right there, and they got lucky with the bounce, too. It just kept rolling right on past the 50-yard line.
It was a short punt, but it took a Middle Creek bounce for about 10 yards, which was pretty much all Middle Creek could hope for, really. About the worst position Wakefield could start at in the situation.
Yeah.
Wakefield will be able to run a play or two. They'll start 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line. They also have all their timeouts.
Plenty of time left to make something happen.
Trex Lively will take the snap and hand it off to his running back, number 21, who will run up the middle for a gain of 8.
And it looks like that'll probably be the end of the 1st quarter, and we'd like to give a little shout-out to our Thoroughbred sponsors, Ruckus Pizza, Pasta, and Spirits. The Stampede Club would like to thank our Thoroughgood sponsor, Ruckus Pizza, located in Cary's Tryon Woods Shopping Center. Our promise to you is great food always with a side of good times. Check out Ruckus online at ruckuspizza.com.
I'd also like to take a moment to shout out our sponsor, Dick's Sporting Goods. The Stampede Club is proud to announce our newest Colt sponsor, Dick's Sporting Goods. Start every season with Dix. Thank you for supporting Middle Creek Athletics. Yeah. I did that one already. Back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the Sports Block. It is the second quarter of Wakefield at Middle Creek. The sun is set now. It's a beautiful night sky. A nice little breeze, about 80 degrees outside. Wakefield will be starting their drive. It is second down with 2 yards to go on Middle Creek's 42-yard line. Trexler Ively, number 7, the Wakefield quarterback, will take the snap and fake a handoff to number 21. He takes a deep shot to number 3 and overthrows him by just a little bit.
That would have been a very good catch right there by the receiver if he did catch that.
That would have gotten colleges looking at him probably. That would have made Sports Center for sure. He leaped out with one hand, a Superman dive.
Yeah.
But he wasn't really ever close to it. It was a very overthrown by number 7. Be 3rd and 2 for Wakefield on Middle Creek's 42-yard line.
See if Middle Creek can come up with a stop right here. That would be very huge.
Big play for the Mustangs. Trex Ively takes the snap and hands it off to 21, who will not run for a first down. He will have
there's a flag
about no gain on the play, field. But there is a flag, yes.
And it's on the offense. Holding on the offense is the flag penalty.
Looks like it's going to be holding against Wakefield.
Yeah, that was a very good defensive stop right there. You know, by Middle Creek. You know, the running back, he just tried to look like the original play was to run it up the middle, but tried to bounce it outside, but there was nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, great play by the Middle Creek defense. Number 21 for Wakefield, he's a good running back. He's powerful. He pushed through a couple guys, but they finally took him down. That holding penalty will cost Wakefield 10 yards, so it is 3rd and 13 on now their own 47-yard line. Middle Creek, I guess Wakefield flipped the field on themselves.
Yep.
Trex Lively in shotgun position. Takes a snap and throws the screen pass to the right to number 4, who will also run for a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, it looks like he might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. That was a pretty good play right there, but you're going to need more than that, especially on 3rd down and like 13.
Yeah.
Great defense played by Middle Creek.
Yes, sir.
Ball is back on the 50-yard line where the drive began last quarter. But Wakefield will be opting to punt this time. Middle Creek is sending out number 15, Sean Horton, to receive the punt. And Wakefield will have number 9 punting.
Probably a good decision by Wakefield to punt right here.
Yeah, would not want to give Middle Creek that field possession. It's a good punt right to Sean Horton, who will take it. Looked like the defender thought he had called a fair catch, but he didn't, so he runs it for a gain of 10.
Good return right there.
Pretty good field position for Middle Creek. They'll be starting on their own their own 30-yard line.
Good field position for your Mustangs. Taking over 1st and 10.
See if they can make something of this drive. .56 on the clock right now, left in the half. That's still plenty of time for football.
Still got a lot of time before Middle Creek will get the ball at the second half. Sean Brown will take the snap from shotgun and hands it off to number 1, Sherrod Ray, who runs it for no gain.
Little trick play right there. Plays cornerback and wide receiver.
Very versatile player, Sherrod Way.
Looks like he's going to be being checked out of the game in favor of Adam Schmidt, I believe.
Yep. Looks like Adam Schmidt, number 18. They're all their jerseys are bunched up, so we can't really read the numbers.
Yeah. It's tough.
It's all right. We'll survive. Sean Brown is in the shotgun position, fakes a handoff to Sean, and he overthrows it to number 15.
Flag on the field.
Flag in the back in Wakefield's backfield.
That looked to be maybe penalty on the cornerback right there.
Might be a pass interference. That'd be huge for Middle Creek.
Yes. Looks like the refs are going to go talk to deliberate a little bit.
Sean Fort, that was his last name. We have a lot of new players on varsity this year. Most of this team is juniors, so there will be a lot of bumps on the road for Middle Creek this year. A lot of learning experiences, but that'll really prepare them well for next year when they'll have a lot of seniors. They'll have a starting quarterback who will have been starting for about 2.5 years. Sean Brown did start about a few games as a sophomore.
Yeah. He got thrown into the game last season against Wakefield due to Andrew Ely was having a little bit of a rough game, so Sean Brown got in. So he's actually seen this defense before. Not the same personnel, but probably the same scheme.
The ball has been moved up to the Middle Creek 43-yard line. It's a first down.
That penalty,
first and 10.
That flag was on a pass interference.
Sean Brown hands it off to Deshaun Fort, who will manage to get past a couple Wakefield defenders and run for a gain of 4.
It's a good run right there. You know, he just got the ball and he took off around the far side of the field.
There are a couple of Wakefield defenders coming for him, but he managed to run around the edge. Good play by Deshaun Fort.
Yes, sir.
He has very good acceleration. He can get running quickly. Doesn't quite have the power of Anthony Robinson, but he has speed.
Yeah, little update on Anthony Robinson. He's sitting down on one of the on a table on the sideline. His pads removed. Sean
Brown takes a snap and he is sacked for a loss of 1 or 2. Sorry, Anthony Robinson is currently has a bag of ice on his foot. His jersey and pads are off.
Looks like there's a Wakefield player injured on that play.
And yeah, Wakefield player down. And we will be with you guys in a moment.
No, you're good.
Are we muted?
Number 32 for the Wolverines is up. Walked it off on his own power with Jim Mahan. We've got 3rd and 11 here for your Mustangs.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Wakefield's number 32 was able to get off the field on his own power, so it looks like he might be okay. Temperatures dropped down to a nice 76. We still got a nice breeze.
Nice football weather.
Yeah, great football weather.
Feels great outside.
Sun's down, the lights are on. Full moon in the sky. Beautiful scene here at Middle Creek. Sean Brown in shotgun position with Deshaun Fort in the backfield. Looks like they tried to get a Wakefield player to jump, but that was unsuccessful. Sean Brown now receiving some calls from the sideline. Play clock down to 6 seconds. Sean Brown takes a snap and rolls back, and he's stripped of the ball, but number 7 was able to catch it. It looked like he was hit as he was throwing, but he wasn't able to tuck it like Tom Brady.
Yeah, you can't really do much there. Oh, looks like Wakefield recovered the ball.
Oh.
Can't really do much with the ball when you're playing quarterback with an offensive line that's collapsing all around you.
It's tough to get, and it's tough to get out of that pocket when it collapses around you. Every now and then you find a hole, but It looked like a Middle Creek player had bobbled it for a second, but Wakefield did recover. Or excuse me. No, it was Middle Creek who recovered, and they punt it. It was a good punt this time by Hunter Holmes. Number 3 for Wakefield will receive it. And Wakefield will be starting on their own 35-yard line.
That's good field position right there.
Good field, yeah. Good field position.
And now here comes the Middle Creek defense.
There's the Middle Creek defense. It was a little bit of a scuffle for the ball, so it was hard to tell who had it.
100%.
Yeah. Trexler Ively will start in the shotgun position with 21 in the backfield to his left. Takes the snap and hands it off to 21, who finds a hole in the offensive line. He's running up the middle of the field or on the right, and for a gain of 5.
It looked like he got body slammed right there on the tackle.
That was a hard hit.
And it looks like some players are debating if Middle Creek had gotten the ball or not, possibly.
Looks like there's another scuffle on who has the ball. Number 21 took a huge hit at the 40-yard line. After a decent run, he got tripped up by another guy who managed to break a tackle. And Middle
Creek's ball.
Yeah, Middle Creek recovers there. Back-to-back fumbles by both teams. That's not something you see every day.
Certainly not. That is a huge break for Middle Creek.
And they've got even better field position than they did last time.
Critical mistake by the offensive line, allowing the pass rush to get to Sean Brown and strip him. But they get lucky. Middle Creek will be starting on the Wakefield 40-yard line. This is a huge opportunity for the Mustangs. Sean Brown in the shotgun position with Deshaun Fort in the backfield. Takes a snap. Screen pass to number 81. And it is thrown over his head.
It looked like the intended receiver, Dylan Fabizak, just overthrew it just a little bit. Now, though, that dude is a very tall guy.
He is tall.
You just have to. Seems like Sean Brown has had this issue quite a little bit this game, overthrowing the ball. There's a flag on the play.
Looks like it was offsides. Yep, offsides on the defense. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
It looks like Middle Creek.
Another break for the Mustangs.
Looks like they caught him sleeping this time.
Where they have been trying to do that to each other all game. It's become a little petty.
Yeah, I know Middle Creek at least is a frequent caller of the freeze play.
2nd and 5 on the Middle Creek 35. Sean Brown throws in the middle of the field to, looks like number 15, Sean Horton.
Yeah,
it's a jump ball, and he takes a huge hit on the back.
That was a very impressive catch right there.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he's the number 1 wide receiver on this game.
Yeah, he is the first target most of the plays. That was a big hit he took in the back. That is a hard ball to hold on to. But it's a first down for Middle Creek. Sean Brown takes the snap, runs back in the pocket, throws the jump ball up to number, can't tell, but it was underthrown this time.
Nearly picked off.
But it was almost picked off.
Number 32, that was a risky throw right there to throw into double coverage, and it was tight coverage too. I don't know what Sean Brown saw.
That was a questionable call by Sean Brown. He underthrew it this time instead of overthrowing it, which is certainly a change of pace.
Yeah.
Looks like Sam Perez, number 11, a sophomore, is in the game now.
And he just.
Sean Brown's on the sideline. Probably being looked at after that hit the other drive.
Yeah.
That explains that decision, actually, because that was Sam Perez who threw that. He's a sophomore, doesn't have a lot of experience, and that's what you have to expect.
Yeah.
3rd and 10 for Middle Creek on the Wakefield 28-yard line. It's a big 3rd down for the Mustangs. Would be much better for them to take a touchdown than a field goal. Sam Perez takes it from the shotgun position, rolls back, pump fakes for a second, and overthrows to number 15, Sean Horton.
Multiple flags on the field.
There are definitely a pass interference by Wakefield. They just ran right over Sean Horton, knocked him to the ground before the ball was even there.
You can't do that.
No, certainly not. Sam Perez got a little lucky on that throw. That was also underthrown a little bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that probably would have not been complete if pass interference was not.
Middle Creek got a little lucky on that play too, because maybe that shouldn't have been a pass interference.
I think the Middle Creek fans would disagree with that statement.
Well,
I don't know if you guys heard, but they were quite outraged.
They were not happy with the shot that Sean Horton took, understandably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean Brown is standing on the sideline, his helmet off. Looks to be okay. They might have had to check him real quick for concussion because of how important that is to check nowadays.
Yeah.
With CTE, you got to make sure, you got to take very many precautionary steps. You don't want to risk it. Understandable to keep him off the drive.
I agree.
Middle Creek offense having trouble figuring out what the play is. And it looks like they're going to take a timeout.
We've got a timeout. Wakefield.
No, it was Wakefield.
Wakefield timeout.
Someone took a timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sports Block. It is 7:33 left in the second quarter. Middle Creek will have a first down on the Wakefield 13-yard line. Wakefield still leads the Mustangs 7-0. The only score of the game coming on the first play of the game was a long, deep pass by Wakefield's quarterback Trexler Ively. But after that, both offenses have struggled scoring. Sam Perez will take a bad snap, and he will be thrown down for a loss of 15, down to the 15 or 10 to their own 25-yard line, Wakefield 25-yard line.
Yeah.
That was a bad snap by the center.
Yeah, that's not something you see very often by the center, Griff Barlow, who's also a very talented long snapper. But
yeah, usually a very reliable piece of the offensive line for Middle Creek, but the ruck ran out on this drive.
Yeah.
Sam Perez will be taking the snap from shotgun position. He has Deshaun Fort in the backfield. He rolls back a lot, throws a jump ball to, looks like number 18, Adam Schmidt.
Yeah. There's not much you can do, especially we've seen it a few times already. The pocket collapsing, rushed throws. It's hard to make a good, accurate throw.
Yeah. Yep. That was a dangerous ball to throw. The jump ball in the middle of the field for a gain of a few yards. It is now 3rd and 17 on the Wakefield 20-yard line. Middle Creek hoping to get a miracle play here to restart this drive. Sam Perez throws it to number 15 to Sean Horton. That'll be a first down.
Beautiful catch made by Mustang offense.
That was a great catch by Sean Horton.
That was perfectly placed too. Although not a touchdown, it was like just in the sweet spot where they do get a first down. They get a fresh set of downs, and they're even closer to the goal line.
That was what Middle Creek needed. Great catch by Sean Horton, kind of laying out into a roll catch. Sam Perez will take the snap in the shotgun position, hands it out to Deshaun Fort, who will be in the end zone for a Mustangs touchdown. Tie game with 6 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, that was overall a very good series. You know, some luck involved with players committing fouls and offsides and things of that sort.
Kind of an odd. Sorry.
Yeah, you know, you gotta. You go ahead. Yeah.
Kind of an odd series for Middle Creek. They've had a few drives down the field that have ended and stalled and didn't result in any points. They turned it over, and then Wakefield immediately turned it over on the next play.
Yeah,
and then they had a couple penalties to drive them down the field. It was a very bizarre drive. Hunter Holmes will be the kicker. Adam Schmidt, number 18, will be holding the snap, and I don't know who is snapping it. Do you know?
Griff Barlow, I
Thank
believe.
You. Griff Barlow. And the kick will be good. It is a tie game with 6 minutes left in the first half.
There we go, and the game is tied up.
Remember how we said that this was going to be a high-scoring game? I had a feeling that we were going to be wrong after we said that.
Yeah, it looks like unless we have a very productive second half.
Well, you know, both of these teams are running a no-huddle offense, which tires out defenses very quickly.
It does.
You know, on a high school team, you don't have as much depth as a college or professional team, so there's not as much switching out you can do. So you have more players taking more snaps. So it's very possible we could see a high-scoring second half as the defense starts to wear out.
I agree.
Oddly enough, it's a whole lot more tiring to defend a no-huddle offense than to run one.
Yeah. And although hopefully we do see a high-scoring offense from Middle Creek, it might not be so. You know, you've got the second-string quarterback in and a second-string running back. So those are two very big keys to the offense. Hopefully they can carry the weight of their superiors.
It will certainly be interesting to see who will start the second half for the Mustangs. We're not really sure why Sean Brown was taken out, and he wasn't on the ground in pain or anything, so he might have been checked after the hit he took in the strip fumble or the strip sack. Who knows? But Sam Perez did just leave his scoring drive down the field. Number 5, Hunter Holmes, will be kicking off to Wakefield. Wakefield has 2 players in the back to receive the kick. So 6 minutes left in the first half. There's the kick. It's a squib kick again. And Wakefield player bobbles it. It actually hits him in the head. He dove down for the ball, and it jumped up and hit him in the face. But no Middle Creek players are able to recover the ball, and it'll roll out of end zone out of the sidelines around the Middle Creek 25-yard line. Something I'm noticing on the scoreboard, it says 6-7 Wakefield, but the pone after was good.
Yeah.
So
they probably just have to update it. But you know, a little update on the Sean Brown situation. I don't believe he's hurt. He's over on the sideline. He's getting water. I think he's in good condition physically. Maybe they just took him out for a little while. You know, let him reset himself because he wasn't having the best game out there.
He was struggling. Wakefield will attempt to hand off to number 21, but there is a flag on the play, likely a false start as it stopped the play. And it is a false start on Wakefield, which will bring it back 5 yards. Cause the play could drive to now start at the 22-yard line, 1st and 15, Wakefield. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't seeing the wrong thing when I thought the PAT was good.
It seemed like it.
Wakefield receiving their audibles from the sideline. There's a switch out, number 81 for number 13. So wide receiver switch out. Trexler Ively, the Wakefield quarterback, he's had a pretty good night so far. He's been a pretty good player overall in his high school career. They handed off to running back number 21 for a run of no gain.
There's another flag on the field.
Yeah, another flag. See what the refs will call that one. Out there on the line of scrimmage talking about it.
Number 2, Joey Maya on the tackle. Penalty will be on Wakefield. On the offense. Though there is some discussion on the field. This will be a good time to take a shout out to our pony sponsors. Learn about agriculture, catch a musical show, hop on some rides, and enjoy amazing food vendors. Come for the tradition, come for the food. The NC State Fair, October 1st through October 21st. October 11th, excuse me, through October 21st. Can't read numbers. 5:54 left in the first half. Trexler Ively will be in shotgun position. Take the snap, roll backwards, and throw to, looks like number 4, who will run for a gain of 4.
That was a very good move right there. He dodged the first defender, got a few more yards. Those might be critical yards if this play doesn't get a first down right here.
Yeah, a nice little juke move.
You know, Wakefield's quarterback almost tackled by the Mustang defense.
3rd and 15 for Wakefield on their own, or excuse me, on the Middle Creek 30-yard line. Or excuse me, the Wakefield 30-yard line.
See if they can come up with a first down right here.
Big play for both teams. Middle Creek would love to get the ball back because they do receive it in the second half. Trex Ivy will hand it off to the running back, number 21, who will run up the middle, but not enough for a first down.
That was a good run right there, but sometimes, you know, with defenses, there's nothing you can do to escape that.
Nope.
Right there.
4th and 2.
Wakefield will be going for the first down. It's a 4th and 2 on their own 35-yard line.
Well, that's a risky play right there.
That is. And never mind. They changed their minds. They're putting on the punt team. Number 9 for Wakefield will be punting, and number 15, Sean Horton, will be back receiving for the Mustangs. He lines himself up about the 35-yard line.
There's still plenty of time left for the Mustangs to come up with something.
Certainly would like to have a nice long drive. Probably going to see a lot of runs. Sean Horton takes a snap and he runs with it, but there is a flag on the play. He runs to the 50-yard line before getting thrown out, but there is a flag on the play. It looked like it was a block in the back, or a chop block.
Looks like the offendant was number 2, Joey Maya, and nobody is happy with that call.
Joey Maya with the mistake, though. That was a questionable call. He more hit his shoulder, hit the Wakefield player's shoulder than the back.
Yeah.
Interesting call by the referee. They are discussing it, so they might take it back. Either the ball or the play.
Nobody is happy with that one.
Getting some feedback from the stands, putting in their 2 cents. One lady in particular. And it will be called as a penalty on Middle Creek, which will unfortunately bring back their very good field position at the 50-yard line all the way back to the 30 at the spot of the foul.
Like you said earlier, that is a very questionable call by the refs. It seemed like a good block to me.
Yeah, it was on his shoulder. It was a big hit. He did, and it's big. That is they're bringing it back. The foul will apparently be spotted from the spot of the foul, and that is a 15-yard penalty. It was a personal foul, so it'll be on Middle Creek's own 15-yard line, which is a devastator for Middle Creek. They were going to receive the ball at the 50-yard line, and they've been taken back 35 yards. Sam Perez is still in the game, number 11. Or excuse me. Yep. Sam Perez, number 11, is in the game still. Sean Brown does have his helmet on and is standing with his first-string offense. Sean Horton.
Looks like Middle Creek tried to catch Wakefield sleeping again. Try to get maybe 5 yards.
You know, you can try that play a number of times, but eventually they're just going to catch on to it. Questionable throw by Sam Perez there. He took the snap, rolled back, and then threw it to a player who was not open.
Yeah. It's like Sean Brown will be checked into the game out, and coming out of the game will be Hunter Holmes, I believe.
Hunter Holmes is both a kicker and a wide receiver.
Yes, sir.
Pretty versatile player. Nice guy, too. I've been in a couple classes with him. He's very nice.
Yeah.
Good guy. Be a 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 15-yard line after the Sam Perez incompletion. Sam Perez will, of course, line up in the shotgun position. He rolls back a little bit and takes a deep shot to number 15, Sean Horton, which will be a first down for the Mustangs.
Beautiful
on
catch
their own 25-yard line.
Beautiful catch made by the Mustang offense.
I agree.
Great catch by Sean Horton, who was thrown a little bit behind him. He had to turn around, and he hauled it in.
Very good athleticism right there.
Middle Creek will continue with their no-huddle offense. 4:30 left in the first half. Sean, and another bad snap. And it's Sam Perez can't pick it up.
It looks like
Middle Creek did recover, but that'll put them back right where they started. Now the 12-yard line.
And it looked like the smart thing would have been to just fall on top of the ball, but it looked like he tried to scoop it up and possibly run with it.
It also looked like he was trying to pick it up and the ball was bouncing.
Yeah.
And but he should have just thrown himself on top of it. It was a little bit of a bad snap, but it also looked like Sam Perez wasn't looking. So it was accurate, but it was not at the right time. It hit his right hand. Now 2nd and 26 for the Mustangs on their own 11-yard line. Sam Perez will take the snap and roll back. He will move up in the pocket a little bit, but he will be taken down for no gain. And Sam Perez is not happy with that.
Yeah. Not at all. And taking a look at this series individually between the other series, this is not going very well for the Mustangs, I would say.
No, not at all.
It is an interesting decision to keep Sam Perez in the game. It makes you wonder if Sean Brown is actually able to go in, because this is a golden opportunity for Middle Creek to get ahead and then get the ball to start the half. Sean Brown is warming up on the sideline. His helmet is on, so it looks like he will probably be coming back in the game. Probably just was not feeling good. Sam Perez will roll out to his right and misses Sean Horton.
Good blocking by the offensive line right there that time. You know, he had plenty of time to throw the ball. It looks like none of the receivers were just developing the routes.
Good pass protection that time by the offensive line, but this time their wide receivers couldn't do it. Middle Creek offense has not been on the same page for most of the game.
Yeah.
2:57 now left in the first half. It is 4th and 28 for the Mustangs, and they will, of course, be punting it. Hunter Holmes back to punt. Wakefield has their player at the Middle Creek 44-yard line. Another bad snap, and Hunter Holmes just has to get it away as quickly as he can. It was an odd punting position. And it rolls back, takes a Middle Creek bounce to the 44-yard line.
That was a pretty good end to a very bad series right there, at least. You know, good punt, a little bit of good roll.
It was a good improv play by Hunter Holmes. It was a very bad snap. He had to roll back. Kind of did a side leg kick. I guess not sidearm kick. It's a side leg kick.
That's very impressive right there. You know, punting the ball, like just messing around, it's tough. Positioning it just right on your foot. But especially when you have, you know, 5 or 6 guys running at you full speed and you have to get it out as fast as you can, getting a kickoff like that is very impressive.
Yeah, fooling around with the baseball team, we found out that it's very difficult. Trexler Ively will hand it off to the running back, number 21, who breaks a couple tackles and will run the ball for a gain of 7 yards.
That was a very good run right there by the running back, number 21.
Middle Creek has had very few answers to number 21. He is powerful. He is a good runner. Like I was saying earlier, Middle Creek, their offense has been having trouble getting on the same page. When their wide receivers are making good plays, it's because their offensive line isn't holding up. When the offensive line isn't holding up, the wide receivers can't get open. Not a clean first half for Middle Creek like they had hoped.
Hopefully they can get a coach will talk some
sense into them.
Yeah, talk some sense into them.
Trexler Ively will take the snap and will hand it off to number 43, who came across the field before the snap, and he will be tackled for a loss of 1 yard.
Looked like that tackle was by number 34, Jackson Chop. It was a very good tackle right there. Turn that play into just a little bit less than it could have been. Yeah,
good play for Middle Creek to force Wakefield into a 3rd down. Middle Creek hoping they can get the ball back and run about a 1.5-minute drill. Wakefield hoping they can get a 3rd down and keep this going before they are forced to give the ball to the Mustangs. Trexler Ively will be lined up in shotgun position with number 21. 43 will run across the field again. Trexler fakes a handoff and throws deep to number 4, but underthrows him. There's a flag on the play.
It looked to be
it was in the backfield. Looked like the flag was either in the mid or the backfield.
Yeah.
So potentially on the defense on that one, but we'll see. Head referee coming out to make the call, and penalty will be on Wakefield. Another good break for the Mustangs. Middle Creek's got a lot of opportunities in this game, but they haven't been able to capitalize on many of them, which is something that they will need to start doing in the second half. I'm sure Coach Ragland will talk to them about that.
More than likely, I agree.
This is a good time to thank our sponsor for our halftime show tonight, Gladwell Orthodontics. A healthy, attractive smile is an important part of our lives at any age. Gladwell Orthodontics strives to set the standard in quality orthodontic care and offers a wide range of services. Smile more with Gladwell Orthodontics.
Thank you, John. Wakefield still getting word from their sideline. The play clock counting down.
1:55 on the clock right now, stopped, but that's still plenty of time for football.
Trexler Ively will punt again. And it'll take a Middle Creek bounce into the end zone, which will be a touchback, and will bring the ball to the 20-yard line.
It's very, very interesting that they do that. It doesn't even look like he lines up in a normal punting position.
And it looks very cluttered in the backfield.
It does.
Sam Perez will remain in the game for the rest of the second half, it looks like, for Middle Creek. Raising concerns for Middle Creek's sideline as what the status is with Sean Brown. Sam Perez will take the snap and roll back. And he will throw down the middle of the field to number 7.
Ooh.
Pass is caught by Jamori Ellis.
Jamori Ellis with the catch and the gain of 4 yards.
That was a very good catch right there. You know, I mean, although he did get tackled, he initially didn't go down, which is quite impressive.
Yeah. I've always wondered how they managed to do that, because these defenders are coming at him hard. Yeah. Sam Perez takes a snap and throws it to number 15, Sean Horton, who dives in to make the catch. Another completion for Sam Perez, and that is a first down for the Mustangs. It was a close first down, but it was a first down nonetheless. Middle Creek, I believe, still has all their timeouts. It was Wakefield who had called that timeout earlier. Good opportunity for Middle Creek to score. Sam Perez takes a snap and takes a deep shot to number 19, who catches it.
Wow.
That is a big gain.
Beautiful catch
By Terrius Suggs. That'll bring the ball all the way to the Wakefield 30-yard line. Started around the Middle Creek 30-yard line and completely flips the field on them.
That was a very good play right there.
That
Very good throw
Indeed.
by Sam Perez.
It was a little bit underthrown, but that was okay because the defensive back was still in front. Sam Perez takes another shot to.
Wow.
Man, that was a very impressive
Looks
throw.
like the same guy.
Great catch.
There he Suggs
Great
right there.
catch.
2 catches in a row. Big gain right there. And
Terrius Suggs getting his first 2 catches of the game.
And it seemed like right after the play, Sam Perez did. He got eaten up by the defender coming on across his blind side.
Way to take the shot and throw it.
Yeah.
That is something you love to see as a coach. Even though Sam Perez hasn't had a great day so far,
It looks like
he's still willing to take the shot for the team.
It looks like Middle Creek will be taking a timeout. Be taking a break real quick. We'll be right back here with the Sports Blog.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Sports Block. There's 54.8 seconds left in the first half. Middle Creek has the ball in the Wakefield 18-yard line. It is a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Middle Creek looking to take their first lead of the game right before they receive the ball at the beginning of the second half. Sam Perez will line up in shotgun formation and takes a snap. He rolls back and takes a shot to the end zone, which is almost caught. Goes off the fingertips of Sean Horton.
That was a
number 15.
Very shaky throw right there. Had a shaky spiral on it. Might have contributed to the fact that Sean Brown didn't catch that ball.
Yeah, a little bit wobbly, a little bit ahead of Sean Brown or Sean Horton. Would have been an amazing catch.
I wouldn't put him past him to make catches like that.
No, I would be confident that he could make that. Sam Perez will take the snap again. He rolls back, and he puts the ball up to number 7, Jamori Ellis, but it is knocked down by
There's a flag.
There's a flag in the end zone right there.
Probably on the defense. Looks like we were wrong. Maybe we were wrong about that extra kick because they still haven't updated the score. So either they forgot or I was wrong. There's precedent for both. So Middle Creek has a 2nd and 10 still on the 18-yard line.
Looks like
huge opportunity for the Mustangs here to score before the half and then receive the ball.
And that call on the penalty was a pass interference on Wakefield. They're going to be moving the chains right now.
Ball just inside the 10, second and about a yard.
In high school, okay, so that will bring it halfway to the goal line. So it is a 2nd and 1 on the Wakefield 9-yard line. 45 seconds left in the game, or excuse me, in the first half.
Middle Creek has a.
And referees will whistle the play dead before it begins.
Be an official timeout. Probably going to fix the yard marker right there. It says 2nd down, but
yeah, that should be a first down. Defensive pass interference is always a first down. So referees are having a discussion in between the two teams. Yeah. Certainly odd. That should be a first down if it was pass interference.
I agree.
It's time for me to give you a sponsors update.
Yeah, and with this stoppage in play, I'd like to give a little shout out to our thoroughbred sponsor, Ruckus Pizza, Pasta, and Spirits. Stampede Club would like to thank our thoroughbred sponsor, Ruckus Pizza, located in Cary's Tryon Woods Sports Center. Our promise to you is great food always with a side of good times. Check out Ruckus Pizza online at ruckuspizza.com.
Ruckus Pizza is really good. I like it.
Yeah, it's all right. You know, I tried it one time and I put M&Ms on the pizza.
That's odd.
It did not taste good.
I can't imagine it would. Sam Perez hands it off to Deshaun Fort, who has an opening, buddy. Wakefield number 32 makes a great play, dives and tackles him at his feet for no gain.
So that'll be a Middle Creek calling the timeout right there. Rightfully so. You don't want to waste those precious seconds right there.
That is an unfortunate play for Middle Creek. 38.9 seconds left in the first half, and we will take another timeout break, and we'll see you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sports Block. There are currently 38.9 seconds left in the first half. It is a 3rd and 2 for the Mustangs on the Wakefield 10-yard line. Middle Creek really hoping to get a score here before they receive the ball at the beginning of the second half. The Creek Crazies were just rocking out to Sweet Caroline, or excuse me, Don't Stop Believin'. That is so much. They kind of sound similar.
No, they do not.
They do not sound similar.
They do not sound similar.
Sorry. Sam Perez takes a snap and fakes a handoff and overthrows his wide receiver.
That would have been a surefire touchdown right there if that had been placed a little better. Just overthrown, and like the defensive back was celebrating his success right there.
Good play to not leave him open.
Yeah, well, looks like Middle Creek is going to be bringing out their field goal unit. Probably a smart decision.
Yeah, they want to at least take a lead.
Yeah.
Before the half. Yeah. Hunter Holmes will be kicking. Adam Schmidt will be holding, and the center
Griff Barlow
will be snapping. And the field goal is good.
There we go.
Middle Creek will now take its first lead.
We'll correctly call that one.
Yeah, pretty sure that was good.
Yeah, it looks like the refs thought so.
Not ideal for Middle Creek. They would have loved to complete that drive, but they'll take any points that they can get at this point.
Yes. And there's not much they can do with 31.4 seconds left. All they can do is, just hope to hold the Wakefield offense from scoring. It's worst case scenario.
Attitude in the Creek Crazies probably starting to turn around right now. The Middle Creek has finally taken a lead. They're looking a little bit happier. There are 30 seconds left in the first half, and Middle Creek will look to get a stop, so that way they can go into the half, maintaining their lead. The kickoff unit will get onto the field.
Hunter Holmes to kick off their Mustangs. Got to receive for the Wolverines. Number 4.
Number 5, Hunter Holmes, will be kicking off for Middle Creek.
Number 4.
To number 13 and number 4 for Wakefield will be in the back. And as a squib kick again. And Wakefield, the Wakefield player will this time fall on top of it. Same player who got hit in the face, the other one.
Smart decision.
Yeah.
A little shout out to one of our halftime sponsor. Our halftime show will be sponsored by Gladwell Orthodontics. A healthy, attractive smile is an important part of our lives at any age. Gladwell Orthodontics strives to set the standard in quality orthodontic care and offers a wide range of services. Smile more with Gladwell Orthodontics. But yeah. 31.4 seconds left in the half. You know, like I said earlier, just try to hold the Wakefield offense. They have all right field position, but it's going to be very tough to drive it down.
Trexler Ively will take the snap and hands off to the running back, number 21, who has been having a great night, and it will run it for a gain of 5. Wakefield starting that drive on their own 30-yard line.
Looked like the tackle might have been made right there by number 47, Ian Woodard.
And it looks like Wakefield will let the play clock expire, leading us into the halftime.
That's going to be the end of the half. Mustangs 9, Wolverines.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the first half of the Sports Block. We'll be back at the second half.
You already did it. Get ready, we've got 3 winners. We're going to have one winner that's going to be for money, and then 2 are going to be for the fair tickets.
We read like 30 seconds left in the second half.
Or the band is company, couple scores for you. Clayton 14, Cary 0. Cardinal Gibbons 27, Leesville Road 7. Wake Forest 35, Franklin 0. Boo. Heritage 14, Holly Springs 6. Millbrook 21, Southeast Raleigh 0. Panther Creek 28, Apex 6. Drum major. Let's hear it for the Mustang Marching Band. Special shout out to the flute section. Middle Creek Stampede Club again would like to just send a special thank you to our corporate sponsors that make a difference for our student athletes in our program. Gladwell Orthodontics, Ruckus Pizza, Hendricks Ferry Auto Mall, NC State Fair, and Dick's Sporting Goods. Let's hear it for our sponsors, folks.
Our halftime show was sponsored by Gladwell Orthodontics. A healthy, attractive smile is an important part of our lives at any age. Gladwell Orthodontics strives to set the standard in quality orthodontic care and offers a wide range of services. Smile more with Gladwell Orthodontics.
And welcome back to the sports block. The second half is about to start after a slightly eventful first half. Field goal and a touchdown with a missed extra point for Middle Creek and a touchdown for Wakefield. That was very interesting first half, wouldn't you guys say?
The first half, oh, sorry.
No, you go.
First half was characterized by a few big plays and then a whole lot of nothing. Wakefield, as you might remember, scored on the first play of the game. It was an explosive play by Trexler Ively throwing a deep ball for a touchdown, and then both offenses have stalled after that. Middle Creek did manage to has driven down the field a couple times and have only scored once. Or excuse me, they've only scored one touchdown and missed a PAT. And they managed to drive it one more time down for a field goal. They've also driven down a couple more times and failed to score at all. So not a great half for either team. They struggled to score, but their defenses have held up very well. What do you have to say, John?
All I have to say is both defenses are going at it pretty well for both. I remember at the beginning of the game we thought this was going to be a high-scoring game. Well. Score is 9-7, so.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be a very high-scoring game.
Our mouth in our foot a little bit.
Yep.
We had a little bit of quarterback drama for the Mustangs in the first half, but Sam Perez has his helmet off, and Sean Brown is warming up with him, but his helmet is on. So we will probably see Sean Brown start the second half for the Mustangs. He took a strip sack with about 6 minutes left to go or so, and was out for the rest of the half. Sam Perez struggled in his debut, but he also has had some good plays. Middle Creek has two players downfield to receive the kick.
That's a deep kick. Going to sail out of the back of the end zone.
Wow, what a powerful kick.
Yeah, I agree.
They have a good kicker. He's got a lot of distance on his kicks,
which
is always a good thing to have. The kicker doesn't get a lot of attention, but they're an essential part of the team.
I agree.
Because field position is half the battle in football.
Yep.
And looks like Sam Perez is going to be going back in at quarterback. And alongside him in the backfield would be, I do not know.
Yeah.
Can't tell. Hard to read the numbers on these jerseys.
A little hard to see from here.
Odd to see Sam Perez back in the game. He has struggled, but so it probably tells us that Sean Brown is not feeling good.
Yeah, and a good run up the middle, and he almost got tackled but bounced outside. Very good run right there.
Impressive.
So they got Joey Maya in at running back, who plays linebacker. So that's a big surprise.
It was a good run.
Yeah, that was a very good run.
One of our better runs of the game. Didn't get a ton of yards. Wasn't enough for a first down, but he broke many tackles, shoved a couple guys.
Yeah. Going to be Middle Creek will have two receivers left, and then one to the right, one playing behind the tackle. Flag is thrown at the line of scrimmage from the backfield. See what that call is. Like Joey Mai had gotten stuffed at the line of scrimmage right there.
One fan very happy for Joey.
Yep.
Yeah. It'd be a holding against the Mustangs. Used to be.
It'll bring back the Mustangs 5 yards after a first down. Unfortunate.
Yeah. And they have, looks like Deshaun Fort back in the game and Joey Maya on the sideline. So.
Certainly odd.
Yeah, I agree.
I can understand putting Joey as like a fullback, but just a normal running back, that's certainly an interesting decision, especially he's the #1 linebacker on this team. You don't want to risk him getting hurt. He is an essential part of the Middle Creek defense.
I agree.
Yeah. But I'm also not on the sideline myself. Sean Brown does still have his helmet on, but Sam Perez is still in the game. Yeah. Another flag on the play.
Looks like it'll be another false start on the Mustangs.
Middle Creek has made a lot of mental errors in this game. That is really holding them back from having they could probably have about 21 points right now, maybe 28, but they've had a lot of mental mistakes, a lot of penalties, a lot of bad throws.
I agree.
it has been tough for the Mustangs so far. But this is a very young team, a lot of juniors, not a lot of seniors. So
yeah, very junior-heavy team. I agree.
Sam Perez had no one in the backfield with him.
Oh, very good catch right there over the middle by Sean Horton.
Sean Horton took a shot to the legs. That was impressive that he managed to stay up. Doesn't surprise me, but it's impressive.
He's a very tough guy.
Yeah.
He'll be taken down at about the 26-yard line, I'd say.
He does not phase easily, Sean Brown.
Yes, he does not.
He's a good player.
He's a tough apple.
No. He's a tough cookie. I think that's the phrase.
Yeah.
Something to call you out. Sam
Oh, you're
Perez
good.
receiving some word by the sideline coach. He had to go over to the sideline. Play clock now at 5 seconds.
Yeah, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and Deshaun Ford to the right in the backfield.
Manages to get it off with 2 seconds left on the play clock.
Ooh, going
Took a
deep.
deep
That's
shot and intercepted by number 4.
Looked like the intended receiver was Adam Schmidt. Number 4 having a very good run. He might have a chance to score.
And
he does.
Yep.
And that's a
touch.
Wakefield
Touchdown.
pick 6.
You know, it didn't look like when he threw the ball. He looked like didn't look like any Mustang was in the area of where he threw it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looked like he was aiming for number 18, Adam Schmidt, but that I guess he just didn't see that cornerback right there. Jumped up and took that ball away. And it looks like Middle Creek is going to be having maybe a quarterback crisis.
This brings up an interesting conundrum for the coaches because clearly Sean Brown cannot play. This is his team. He is the starter, and if he could play, he would be. Sam Perez has struggled almost his entire playing time. So do you either keep him in the game or do you go to your third-string quarterback, Jake Adamson, who I have not seen play before in all my years here.
Yeah. That kick is good.
That PAT is good.
Yeah. 9:44 left on the clock.
Can confirm.
Wakefield leads 14-9. So Middle Creek will be taking this kickoff. Hopefully they can come up with something in this next series. Hopefully answer Wakefield.
That is frustrating for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something I've seen a lot in football. I've noticed that it tends to go by quarters, in terms of who has the momentum. Wakefield certainly had the momentum in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Middle Creek managed to come back.
Yeah.
Say that.
And the Middle Creek kickoff team will be coming out onto the field. And although both teams have struggled mightily, it is still a very close game. Less than one score. Only 5 points differentiating the scores. But
touchdown would put the Mustangs in the lead.
Yes, sir.
Field goal wouldn't do much. I mean, they would give them 3 points.
There's still plenty of football to play. 9:44 left in the third quarter, and the whole fourth quarter left still. So Mustangs, if they can refocus, they can get something to happen.
Definitely.
Sean Brown's warming up on the sideline. I would like to clear up when I said he can't play, I mean he physically cannot play. I was told my mic cut out, and it sounded like I meant I was saying that he was not a good player.
That'll be
almost got in a lot of trouble there.
That'll be a touchback by Sherrod Ray in the Middle Creek end zone.
Looks like Sean Brown's staying on the sideline, and
Sam Perez going back in the
Sam
game.
Perez will be staying in the game.
Interesting call right there.
It's a tough decision to make.
It is. It is very tough.
Because pulling Sam Perez will also hurt him as a player because it'll bring his confidence way down.
Yeah.
Whereas putting him back in tells him that the coaches trust him.
Yeah.
So
you just got to refocus, take it play by play. Don't think about the past and, just do your best out there.
Don't look at the scoreboard, only the play clock.
That's a very good saying. Going to be dropping back Sam Perez.
And
he overthrew, looks to be Therius Suggs right there.
Therius Suggs has been Sam Perez's favorite target so far.
Yeah, and he was
That's
open
his
on
third or fourth target.
Yeah,
he was
open on that play right there, just a little bit overthrown. Would help a little bit if we had our receivers to be maybe 6'5", 6'6", put us at an advantage.
It's a rough night for the Middle Creek offense. They're struggling to get any yards here. Most of their yards have been on lucky breaks.
Yeah.
to be quite frank.
Ooh, Sam Perez is going to scramble with it.
Oh!
And he's
That is not good.
Oh.
There's a flag on the play,
on the
rightfully so.
Oh,
Multiple flags.
no.
Look to be
Wakefield is not happy about that penalty. You have coaches yelling too. Yes, I saw one of the coaches throw down his clipboard.
Coach Randy Ragland, the head coach, out running out there to the field. He is.
That was a big
shot.
Very, very hard hit.
Yeah, look, that could have been considered targeting.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Looks like there's some conflict on the field between the Middle Creek and Wakefield players.
More flags thrown on the field.
Oh, boy.
Where's Sam Perez? He looks fine. He's staying up.
Yeah.
He did not slide. He slid way too late on that. That is a very important thing to teach your quarterbacks. I remember a couple years ago in the same season in the NFL, like 3 or 4 big-name quarterbacks went down on bad slide plays. That is a very dangerous play for a quarterback.
Yes. No, speaking of NFL quarterbacks, look at last week, Cam Newton was being targeted by an Atlanta Falcons player who actually got ejected.
Yeah, very hard hit.
I saw that.
And
I was concerned for Cam Newton.
Yeah. But
that slide practically ended RG3's career.
That
was not good. I remember that. That was bad.
Yeah, but so this situation looks to be not as clear cut. Possibly, he's like you said, he did slide late, so that could be considered a fair tackle, quote unquote.
It certainly looked like the players definitely dropped their shoulders. Whether they initiated contact with their heads is uncertain, but they certainly dropped their shoulder. So they might have either hit them with their shoulder, that was dropped, or their helmet. If it's their helmet, that has the potential for an ejection and targeting, which is a lot of yards on the penalty.
Yeah.
If it was with the shoulder, it'll be called off. There is a penalty called on the Wakefield defense.
There's a referee talking to Coach Ragland over there on the sidelines who seems furious about that play. Rightfully so. The whole majority of the looks to be the Middle Creek offense huddled around Coach Ragland. The referee still in there in the huddle.
Did I say something bad, or is that just? Yeah, fans on both sides of the field are not happy about that play. I don't think Wakefield fans are happy with the call, and Middle Creek fans aren't happy with the hit. Lots of conflict and commotion all over the field.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, there are multiple flags thrown on that play. Probably for the same thing.
Middle Creek fans are calling for the player to be ejected. So, look to be 2 fouls on both sides.
There are some Middle Creek fans that are furious about this, understandably. Potentially, Sam Perez's family is potentially here. I would be upset.
I would be very upset.
Devastated.
Yeah. Well, that'll move the chains for Middle Creek at least. It'll bring them to about the 43-yard line, 42-yard line.
It'll be a first and 10 for the Mustangs. Still 9 minutes left in the third quarter. It's been a slow third quarter so far.
Yes, sir. Yeah, many Middle Creek fans are not happy at all with that call.
One Middle Creek fan reminding the referee that it is an ejection for a targeting call.
And it looks like Sam Perez is still in at quarterback, so fortunately he is okay.
He's a tough guy. He's also a former teammate from the baseball team.
That's nice.
Kind of a quiet, stoic leader, but a good athlete overall.
Yeah.
Do my job here and remind you of our sponsors one more time. Gladwell, Orthodontics, Rutgers Pizza.
Yeah. 9:22 here left in the third quarter. Middle Creek just, after that big hit, they got better field position. Referees jogging around the field. Looks like we'll finally get this game started back up.
Play has been stopped for a few minutes now.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe this could be the Game 7 rain delay for Middle Creek.
Oh, yeah. It would be the story of last game where we had a rain delay for, I believe, about 2 hours.
Yeah.
It was not fun.
No, wasn't.
That actually did allow me to go to the game because I was at work. So I was happy about it.
All right, here we go. The clock is running again. Sam Perez drops back with it. It'll be over the middle, and it's just a little bit too high for Jamori Ellis. That seems to be a common theme for both quarterbacks tonight. Just a little too high for the receivers. hopefully they can find some remedy for that. Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs on their 42-yard line.
Sean Brown is still warming up on the sidelines, taking practice throws with number 35.
Yeah, it looks like Joey Maya is back in at running back. And he does play linebacker, but he is a very, very strong guy, so I could see him playing running back.
That is another questionable throw by Sam Perez. Looks like a Middle Creek player is down on the ground with some pain. He grabbed his knee. I can't tell who that is. Is that Joey? I think that is Joey Maya.
Yeah, looks like it.
He hit the ground, and I saw him grab his left knee immediately. He looks like he's in pain, but he's a tough guy.
Very tough. Very questionable calls, according to the Middle Creek fans.
Oh, wow, look at the size difference between Deshaun Fort and Joey Maya.
I believe Deshaun Fort is a junior.
Yeah, kind of neat to see that on high school teams. You know, in the college and the NFL, all the players are big, except for maybe a few. But kind of neat on.
Well, that's intercepted by Wakefield. Another interception for Sam Perez, and that'll be be at about the 30-yard line. So Wakefield will take over, and you know you got to really start wondering what the Middle Creek coaches are going to do with their quarterback situation.
The dilemma continues for Coach Ragland. Does he put in his third string, or does he continue with Sam Perez? I think at this point you're probably going to have to put in your third string quarterback. That's 2 interceptions within 3 minutes for Sam Perez.
Yeah.
So I think we're probably going to see Jake Adamson, number 12, take the field pretty soon.
And it looks like the running back is stuffed up the middle. Maybe
Joey Maya with the tackle. I guess he was okay.
Yeah.
Middle Creek defense swallowed number 21. Number 21's had a lot of success in this game, but Middle Creek managed to stop that play before it began.
That linebacking core for Middle Creek, those are very, very tough and strong, consistent players.
Jackson Chop, Joey Maya, both very tough guys.
Ooh. Yeah, a good screen pass right there. That'll be enough for a first down. It looked like he was taken out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. Middlebrook, no, the 44-yard line, correction. My apologies. Oh, yeah, there's a flag on the field at about the 38-yard line.
This has been a very physical game for both teams. A lot of flags called, a lot of emotions running in this game now. There have been a few hits.
Yeah, it looked like that call was against Wakefield, so that should move the ball backwards. You
want to see a physical game, but you don't want to see an angry game, because that's when things start to get very dangerous for players.
I agree.
That's when the ugly side of football starts to come out. You never want to see that.
Yeah. Wakefield
will take a penalty and be backed up 5 yards.
I'm sure, you know, it's being voiced by the fans, not as loudly by the players, but I'm sure nobody's happy at all with the way this game's going.
No, not at all. Not at all.
See, 8:25 on the clock and running.
And a Middle Creek player looked like he jumped.
A couple flags on the field right there.
Been seeing that a lot too.
The
freeze play.
Yeah. And that'll move the ball up about 5 yards, so back to where they started.
And there you go. A whole lot of nothing.
Yep. Yeah, both teams, they need to refocus, you know, play clean football, stop jumping off sides, committing fouls, and things of that nature.
This quarter hasn't even gone on for 4 minutes yet, but they've been on the field for about 20, so hopefully that'll give both teams a nice opportunity to reset.
Oh,
what a play by number 8.
Great defense.
Yeah, it looked to be Tyron Belcher on the pass defense right there. Like I've said before, so little shout out to Coach Nate Harris, who moved on this season to coach at a collegiate level, but before he was the defensive backs coach for Middle Creek, and he's obviously taught a very skilled and talented Middle Creek.
He did his job. He did his job, and he did it well. He was a beloved coach and teacher here, but he got an offer to coach at a college, and of course he can't turn down that.
Yes.
Great play by number 8, Tyrone Belcher.
And looked
Belcher.
to be a throw over the middle. And short gain, maybe 2 or 3 yards on that play right there.
No, Tyrone was actually one of the players invited by NC State, as we mentioned at the beginning of the game. As you can see, why.
I agree.
Sean Horton will be in the backfield to take the punt for Middle Creek.
Beyond their 33-yard line punting. And this will be one of the first times that they brought out a more traditional punting unit.
Yeah.
Ooh. Sean Horton dodges a tackle. Oh. He's at the 50-yard line. 40.
Oh, hard hit at the end.
Sean Horton takes a huge hit right before he was trying to get out of bounds.
That didn't seem to phase him at all. He is feeling himself.
That's Sean Horton. That is Sean Horton.
Yeah, and it looked like he was taken out at about the Wakefield 33-yard line.
And it looks like Sean Brown is finally back on the field. We were wondering for a while whether he would be able to get back in the game after taking a hard hit during a strip sack, and he is finally back in the game. Good. This is great for the Mustangs. Starting quarterback back in it.
Yes. And it looks like the offense is lining up somewhat. Is that
there was
to be a flag
on the play? There was another. Looks like there was another block in the back. It looked like as Sean Brown was running, or Sean Horton, excuse me. Looked to be at around the 45 for 50-yard line.
Yeah, those are the mistakes you can't make, especially at times like these. You know, like when special plays where big gains happen are not happening a lot.
Yeah,
you can't make mistakes like this.
No, you can't.
You gotta. No. It's hard to be in the moment sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
But you really gotta stay. And that was the same play that we had another block in the back. Sean Horton received the punt, then rolled out to his right and ran up the Middle Creek sideline.
Yeah.
And as he's doing, I was wondering, are they going to do it again? And then there we go, another block in the back, which will bring the Mustangs back to the 33-yard line.
That's a very big negative impact on the Mustangs' drive right there. You know, would have been great field position starting. And this isn't bad, but obviously not as good as what could have been. It'll be a run up the middle. Nope.
Joey Maya bounces off the offensive line and runs up for a gain of 7.
Yeah, I just lost sight of him. It looked like he disappeared inside that.
Yeah. Can be hard to tell sometimes. He's a big guy, so he gets lost in the offensive line.
Yes, I agree 100%.
You know, last night on a different football field, we saw number 6 light it up. Put a spark in the team. We'll see if our number 6 can do the same.
Yeah. And it looks like
certainly a spark is needed.
Joey Mile will be checked out, and checked in will be Deshaun Ford once again. Very quick on his feet.
Sean Fort came in the game. And another flag.
Penalty.
False start on the offense. That is just another mental mistake for Middle Creek. That has been a problem the whole game for them.
Yeah.
That is really holding them back. And a big reason on why they are trailing right now instead of leading.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, it sets you back yardage-wise, but it also, you know, you can't gain momentum when you're being stopped every other play with a penalty and you keep going back and the plays don't count that are big.
No, not at all.
Screen pass to Sean Horton on the near side.
Takes another big hit.
He's taken out at about the 42-yard line, 41-yard line.
Deshaun Ford originally came in the game in the first quarter. Anthony Robinson was having a really good day, and then he went down with what appears to be an apparent foot injury.
Yeah, him and Junior Brewer are still out on the sidelines, sitting down on the table over by the trainers.
Yeah, 2 important pieces is Middle Creek.
And Joey Mile will be checked back in.
There he is, the linebacker.
Lining up on the right side, 3 receivers to the left, and a run up the middle by Joey Maya.
Impressive run. Run.
Hit onto the ball, too. Looked like 93 on Wakefield was attempting to strip the ball, and he didn't let that ball move at all.
I agree. I mean, especially when you have such strong arms like that, you can just squeeze the ball until it almost pops.
He's got cannons.
Yeah.
Deshaun Ford is back in the game. Joey Maya comes off the field.
Yeah, it'll be on about the 51-yard line. Sean Brown drops back. He's going to be throwing it up over the middle. Oh!
That is a flag. Yeah, there you go.
Multiple penalties been thrown.
And
that looks like number 18, Adam Schmidt, took a big hit.
Number 33.
And we will be going to injury timeout. We'll be back in a moment. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back to the sports block. There is 6 minutes and 13 seconds left in the third quarter.
It seems like you might have missed it, but while during the break, fans were chanting, "Kick him out," in response to that hit by number 33 on the Wakefield defense. And it looks like their chants were granted because he is walking to the sidelines alongside the ref, so he is out of this game.
Was that the same guy who had the potential targeting hit on Sam Perez?
That's what I was wondering.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
The Middle Creek fans were incredibly upset with that hit. It was completely unnecessary. The ball was already dead, and he just took a shot at Adam Schmidt, number 18, for no reason.
Yeah.
Adam Schmidt is sitting on the table right now being evaluated. Adam Schmidt went down to the ground and immediately grabbed his head. That is not a good thing to see.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this game has devolved a little bit into that.
Yeah. Very dirty game being played right now.
Very.
And it looks like Adam Schmidt is going to be okay on the sideline now, no longer being evaluated.
He's up and walking around. He's also a tough guy.
Yeah, very tough guy. Got a lot of grit in him. But it looks like
he's in good spirits too. He's excited now. He looks. He's got a chip on his shoulder now.
Amped up.
Yeah, this will. I mean, you never want to see that, but this might give the Middle Creek team a little bit of a spark, a little bit of a vengeance.
Yeah.
Now, Wakefield has played a dirty game.
Yeah, and the one thing you do not want to do is stoop down to their level and start playing dirty football.
Yeah, no,
Back when I played, I heard the coaches say that numerous times. You know, don't stoop down to their level. You know, play that you know how you can play.
Yeah, let them take the penalty yards, not you.
Yeah,
understandable.
It is hard. It is hard sometimes to control your emotions on the field, but you got to do it. That's a part of the game.
100%. It looks like. Yeah, Joey Maya on the left side of the quarterback, and Sean Brown is back in at quarterback. Be a run up the middle by Joey Maya.
He's had a decent drive this so far.
Yeah, Sean Brown back in at quarterback. Going over to the sideline to talk to Coach Dahl, possibly get the play. Joey Maya still in at quarterback, running back rather.
Now that would be interesting to see. Joey Maya at quarterback. I want to see it.
He can do it all.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Joey Maya on the left side again. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Sure, he can throw pretty far.
Yeah. Oh, man. Sean Brown is hit hard by number 32 on the Wakefield side. And it looks like he fumbled the ball for a split second there, but recovered immediately.
You know, you always want to try and take a positive out of every moment. And there's not a lot of positive things about that, but very impressive play by Sean Brown to immediately realize what's going on and to pick that ball right back up.
Yeah, that was
a big hit, and he dropped that ball immediately. Yeah. But he dropped to the ground right after and picked it up. Very impressive.
And it didn't look like he saw the guy coming either because it came off the blind side. Number 71, Carlos Alonso, was playing left tackle. Here we go. Sean Brown takes the snap. Very overthrown ball right there.
It looks like there might have been a little miscommunication between the wide receiver and the quarterback because
possibly. And the Middle Creek punting unit will be coming out onto the field at the Middle Creek 40-yard line.
Number 5, Hunter Holmes, back to kick.
Yep, and they have number 3 deep to receive it at about the 10-yard line, not Sten. 45 on the clock.
It's all good. Wakefield's number 3 is a very versatile player. We've seen him play a lot of positions so far tonight.
Very much so.
He's certainly a guy Middle Creek probably had to account for. It's a fake punt. And that will go nowhere.
Yeah, did not turn out well.
That is an interesting call for Middle Creek. You have a 4th and 17. Now they are in Wakefield's territory. But that was a difficult. Now you see that often when it's like 4th and short, 4th and 2 or 3, but that you don't see that very often with 4th and 17.
Yeah, no. That was a questionable call right there. I mean, it could have gone either way. The defense is not expecting them to do that, but it didn't look like the receiver, the intended receiver, got deep enough to make anything even happen.
I was going to say, if you don't see it often, then the defense or the receiving team will certainly not see that coming.
Yeah, going to be a run up the middle by number 21. And he's going to be stuffed right there, maybe a yard or two on the carry.
The Middle Creek defense has played a pretty solid game all game. They've adapted to number 21. He was having a lot of yards at the beginning of the game, and now they've managed to control him.
I agree. Yeah, there have been a few slip-ups here and there, but overall, very good game played by Middle Creek defense. You're going to have number 21 on the left side right there. 3 receivers right, 1 left. He's throwing.
Yeah, the Middle Creek defense only given up 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
And that was on the first play of the game. The other touchdown coming from a pick 6 in the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, there's not much they can do for those.
Nope.
Yeah, bring up about third and 1 for the Wakefield offense on the 48-yard line. Their 48-yard line. See if they can pick up this first down right here. If they can't, that'll be a very big stop for the Middle Creek defense.
Adam Schmidt on the sideline trying to get the student section, hyped up. Good to see that he's not hurt. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
Always important to see that.
This will be a run by number 21, and he's going to be getting the first down right there. It was a good run right there by the Wakefield offense.
And there's a flag throw and a little bit of a scuffle on the sideline.
Yeah, this is not happy football.
No.
Nope.
See what the call is by the refs. Not quite sure. 3:15 left on the clock. Stopped, obviously.
If this penalty is on Wakefield, that will be huge for the Mustangs as they will get a second chance to stop on a 3rd down.
Agreed.
And if it is on Wakefield and they don't convert the 3rd down, it'll be an interesting situation because now you'll have a 4th and short. And you might see another attempted kickoff. This will be a good time to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, our Stallion and Colt sponsors. Hendrick Carey Auto Mall is the Triangle's largest inventory for new Chevrolet, Dodge, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Kia, Fiat, and over 5,000 pre-owned vehicles. Hendrick Carey Auto Mall. Also,
The Stampede Club would like to thank our thoroughbred sponsor, Ruckus Pizza, located in Cary's Tryon Woods Shopping Center. Our promise to you is great food always with a side of good times. Check out Ruckus online at ruckuspizza.com.
Thank you, John. It looks like the penalty is on Middle Creek.
That'll be bringing up first down for the Wildcats at about their 35-yard line.
Big opportunity for Wakefield. They already converted the 3rd down, and now they've got another chance to bring the ball a little bit farther.
See if Middle Creek can. Big factor in this game. Penalties. There have been countless penalties by both sides of the ball, more so by Middle Creek, and that seems to be one of the killers in this game for Middle Creek, I would say.
It's been a little bit of an ugly game. Ugly meaning been a lot of cheap shots, a lot of dirty plays. Never what you want to see in a football game.
No, not at all.
I agree. And like we've said it many times earlier, emotions run high, and it's hard to stop yourself or do the right thing in the moment. Yeah. But sometimes you just gotta refocus and control yourself.
Especially for the situation we're in. This is a big game for both teams. It's early in the year, but they're both around 500. Middle Creek at 2-2, Wakefield at 2-3. So this is a game that they need to win. They want to get their season headed in an upward trend. And play will finally resume after there's a little bit more confusion on the field.
Be run up the middle by number 21. Good gain right there, but he's going to be tackled at about the 28-yard line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very good run. It seemed like he had Middle Creek defenders on him as soon as he got past the line of scrimmage, but he just kept moving and was able to get more yardage.
That was a good run by their running back, number 21.
Here we go. Wakefield has 1 receiver left and 2 right, 3 right.
I hand it off to number 3 now. Versatile player.
Yep.
And there are more flags.
Two flags on the play right there. See what the call is this time.
But again, we have more flags.
It's becoming a little bit of flag football.
2:32 on the clock right now.
This has been a slow third quarter.
Very slow.
Face mask on the face mask on the defense is pretty rare, but he did do what looked like the face mask motion.
That'll bring up a Wildcat first down.
That is another mental mistake for Middle Creek.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to make those, correct those after they've been going on all game.
Yeah, they're digging themselves into a deeper hole.
Yeah,
and it's harder to get out.
And I mean, this just pushes Wakefield into even closer to the field goal. So if they can't convert this into a touchdown, they will almost certainly get a field goal.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I think Wakefield at this point, there's a false start, has gotten around half of their yards in this drive through penalties.
I wouldn't.
They had a big 20-yard penalty on that running play a couple minutes ago.
And that'll bring the ball back 5 more yards. A false start on Wakefield, so they're going to be at their the Middle Creek 20-yard line.
These last two drives in particular have been rather riddled with penalties.
Yeah, very much so. I hate to see that because it just slows down the game, and there's no way to gain momentum on either side.
So this is not really what you want to watch in football. You want to watch plays, not the referees.
Yeah. Ooh, good.
And another great play by number 1.
That's Sherrod Ray right there. Like I was saying earlier, Nate Harris's defensive backs have shown very good skill, and when they show up when it matters most.
Yeah.
Play and pass defense.
That is the second play that we've seen like that where he just batted the ball away. Very impressive.
Indeed.
Way to track the ball. That takes a lot of hand-eye coordination.
It does.
And really full body because he has to jump up too.
Yes.
It's impressive.
1:57 on the clock right now. Stopped because that pass was incomplete. Wakefield has 3 receivers right, 1 left. And it's going to be a run up the middle. There's a huge gap right there.
That's a nice fake play for Wakefield. The number 7, the quarterback, Trexler Ivy, started rolling back as if he was going to take a deep shot and then just handed it off to number 21. And there is another flag on the play.
My gut is telling me that it might be on Middle Creek.
Number 21, Stephen Holland, checking into the game. Coming off is number 5, Kayshawn Devon.
See, the ref is about to announce the call on the penalty.
It's probably going to be on Middle Creek. Looks like our defensive line coach is not happy at one of his players.
Yeah, seems like that.
Probably a holding call, or not a holding call, but a penalty of some sort. Yeah, it is on Middle Creek.
A very slow-moving game. Like a number.
Some more fans are yelling.
Yeah.
At the referees again.
See if Middle Creek can stop Wakefield here. Going to be 2nd and 15 still on the 15. Yeah, on the 20-yard line. 1:40 left in the third quarter.
Well, the ball's actually been spotted upwards at the 5. The huddle's back at the 20.
Yeah.
But now the ball's on the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, or 2nd and goal for Wakefield. So more confusion. This quarter has been slowed down to a halt. It had an exciting start with the pick 6. And now it is just stalled completely, which is very unfortunate because Middle Creek has essentially wasted an entire quarter to come back.
Yeah.
They will have to make up a lot of ground in the 4th quarter, especially if Wakefield can manage to score at all on this drive, which they are certainly in field goal position to do. They might get a fresh set of, they have gotten a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and like you were saying, this quarter started with a pick 6, and it was a very exciting start, but thinking about it, it seems like that was like so long ago.
Yeah.
Not this quarter.
Both halves started with an exciting play that ended in a Wakefield touchdown.
Yes.
Yep.
Life is like poetry, it rhymes. Be a first and goal for Wakefield on the Middle Creek 5-yard line.
Yeah. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Middle Creek defense. More than likely was the player that was pulled out of the game.
Number 95, excuse me, Kashawn Devon.
Yeah.
Emotions are starting to run high. It's harder to control yourself.
It is. It looks like Jamari Highsmith, emotions running on the sideline. I just witnessed him throwing his helmet down on the side, on the ground.
It's tough.
Yeah. And here comes the Wakefield offense. Going to try to punch this ball into the end zone. And
excuse me, the scoreboard has changed. It's now 3rd down. There was obviously a lot of confusion, so it's hard to tell.
Yes.
So looks like it's actually 3rd and 1.
Ooh.
Oh.
And that's a first down.
That's good field position right there. Like, we had a situation with sides flip. Middle Creek got a fresh set of downs. But yeah, this is very good position, getting a fresh set of downs on the goal line. And you get 3 or 4 chances, depending on what you want to do to punch the ball in. Looks like coming out of the game is number, I don't know. And there they go.
And another flag on the play, probably a false start, though they didn't whistle it dead. So we'll see.
So many flags
Could have been
tonight.
Offsides.
So many flags.
Flag on Wakefield, which will bring back the touchdown. This 3rd quarter has unraveled mightily.
Yes. I'm not sure what is happening.
I don't think I've seen something quite like this, I got to say. I watch a lot of football at all 3 levels, and I don't think I've seen anything like this.
Yes, overall, with everything that's happened, flags, dirty play, a pick 6.
Yep.
Two
interceptions in 4 minutes. That is a rough
quarter
for Middle Creek. Wakefield has certainly owned the 3rd quarter.
Yes.
Another handoff to 21.
Another flag.
Another flag. I think that is 4 or 5 plays in a row now
where we've had penalty flags.
We might have to start counting.
Yeah, we should have started counting.
Tallying.
I'd say, if I had to guess, I would say that it is at least 25 flags.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
It has been a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly double digits for sure.
Yeah, so 10 yards from the spot of the foul on Wakefield. See where they will spot the ball.
2 plays in a row, bringing back their own touchdowns. It looked like that last one the ball might have crossed the plane. If not, it was certainly going to be a 2nd down in inches.
Yes.
Which is
is
lucky for you if you're Middle Creek. You have to take this opportunity to stop him here. They're now
very much, and it's still 1st down.
Yeah, still first down.
It's a first and 15. It's actually a 1st and goal right now.
Yeah.
1st and 15 on the 50. This is a big opportunity for Middle Creek.
Yes, if they can finish the series without drawing a flag.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, though, for Wakefield, it actually might make it a little bit easier to score because they have a little bit more room for their wide receivers to breathe. When you get on the 2 or 3 yard line, it gets hard because the entire defense is right there. There's no room for them to go, so it gets difficult.
I agree. And although that play did result in a incomplete pass, there will be no flag thrown. So that is always an improvement.
Boy, would I love to see a Philly special right now. This would be the kind of game to pull that kind of thing in. It has been crazy so far.
Yeah, it looks like they tried to draw.
Another freeze play?
Yeah, so many freeze plays, man. See what Middle Creek can. They've continued to stop.
Play clock is in, and that'll be a timeout taken by Wakefield as the play clock started to get down to the final seconds, and I think we're going to take a timeout break.
Be right back with Sports Block.
Oh my God. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sports Block. There are 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a crazy third quarter. We've just received word that this third quarter has gone for an hour and 5 minutes. What has been 12 minutes of game time has been an hour and 5 minutes in real time, and there have been a whopping 13 flags within 12 minutes. It has been ugly football and dirty football so far. We'll see if the fourth quarter, coming in less than a minute in game time,
and that
probably 5 minutes in real time. We'll see if the fourth quarter can clean it up.
Yeah.
That is a whopping stat. That is crazy.
Yes, it is. And it
That's
looks
really
like,
the only word I have for that.
More good pass defense. Looks to be number 8, Tyron Belcher, right there. Yeah,
Good play.
Locking up the end zone.
Yeah, our D-backs have been one of the only consistencies for Middle Creek so far. They have made multiple pass defenses. Coach Harris has coached them well.
Yes. His legacy lives on through his players. Yeah, and that 13 flags that you mentioned earlier, that's only for this quarter.
Yeah, that is again, that is only for this quarter. The third quarter alone has had 13 flags and has gone on for 105 minutes. Or 105. An hour and 5 minutes, 65 minutes.
Here we go.
When we went out for timeout break.
Going to be a catch right there, and that's going to bring up Wakefield.
It'll be a first down.
First down right there, yeah.
Be short of a touchdown. It'll be a first and goal. Fortunate play for Middle Creek. That was a third and long. I really don't think we were saying this before. I really don't think I've seen anything like this. A third quarter or any quarter that has lasted this long.
Yeah, I think we might be setting a record right here. Have to check the record books.
Might have to get the statisticians out.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like that was an incomplete pass.
So that's fourth down, fourth and goal right there on the 15-yard line.
The play was on the opposite side of the field. It looks like he dropped the ball.
Yeah, and they're going to be kicking the ball for a field goal. Almost
and
blocked.
That will be blocked.
Woo! Wow. And that is no good.
After an ugly third quarter on both teams, that is a huge break for the Middle Creek defense. This drive had lasted for about 15 minutes.
Yeah,
and that is a huge momentum change right there. Wakefield has been going down the field for a while now, and the fact that Middle Creek was able to stop him is insane. Wakefield was on the 3-yard line, and they finally managed to stop him.
Yeah, but that's just crazy how long that drive lasted, and like almost entirely this game there has been no offensive success, and that just agrees with my statement right there that they got the field goal blocked. And
here are some football scores going around Wake County right now. 29 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Panther Creek leads Apex 42-12. In the 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, Enloe and South Durson are tied at 28. At the Garner wins against
Roseville
41-7. Apex Friendship is losing by 7 points to Green Hope 14-7. Eastern Wake and Carborough 6-0. And Clayton is leading Cary 21-0 in the third quarter.
Here we go. It'll be a fake throw. It'll be a run up the the right side by Joey Maya right there. And Wakefield will recover. They will recover the ball.
And the mistakes continue for the Middle Creek offense.
And no, it is Middle Creek ball.
Recovered by the Mustangs.
Wakefield got rather excited, but that is another lucky break for the Middle Creek offense. They have had plenty of those opportunities. Yeah. They have had a lot of trouble capitalizing on those.
Yeah, and we have looks to be Sean Brown still in a quarterback. Sean Fort lined up to the right side of him. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Speaking of quarterbacks, that's another crazy part about this game. We had Sean Brown leave for about a quarter and a half. And for an unexplained reason. He looked to be fine on the sideline, and he just stayed out of the game.
Yeah, and that'll bring an end to the third quarter. I'd like to give a little shout out to one of our Stallion sponsors. Hendrick Carey Auto Mall is the Triangle's largest inventory of new Chevrolet, Dodge, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Kia, Fiat, and over 5,000 pre-owned vehicles. Hendrick Carey Auto Mall.
And we'd also, the Stampede Club welcomes the team from Gladwell Orthodontics to join us tonight at Mustang Stadium. Dr. Jason Gladwell and his team are passionate about going the extra mile before, during, and after your treatment. It is this attention to service and clinical excellence that will exceed all your expectations. You are our #1 priority. Smile more with Gladwell Orthodontics.
And then one last shout out to Dick's Sporting Goods. The Stampede Club is proud to announce our newest Colt sponsor, Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts with Dick's. Thank you for supporting the Middle Creek athletes. And we will be right back here with the Sports Block. We'll be taking a quick break.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sports Block. The fourth quarter has finally begun. That third quarter, we've been talking about it a lot, lasted for about an hour and 10 to an hour and 15 minutes. There were 13 flags called in that quarter when we came back from timeout break, and I think there were a few more called after that, right?
Yeah, I'd say 15 or 16 total in that quarter.
That's a lot for an entire game. For an entire quarter, that is unheard of.
I agree. And that pass will be incomplete to Sherrod Ray. It looked like it might have just been a little bit too tall. And that's going to bring out the Middle Creek punting unit. Fourth down, fourth and about 5. I'm going to have number 3, Wakefield, lined up at about the 45-yard line in their own zone.
Hunter Holmes has had an overall pretty good game. The first couple punts of his were rather short, but he has settled in here pretty nicely. He's had a few really long punts.
I agree.
The Wakefield quarterbacks also had a few good punts. That was fun to see.
Looks like that could have been blocked.
It's a good punt by Hunter. Takes a Middle Creek bounce.
Yeah, and that'll be stopping at about the 39-yard line. And out comes the Middle Creek defense and the Wakefield offense.
This has been a slugfest so far, this game. It's been back and forth between the offensive. Not a lot has happened on offense. There's only been 2 offensive touchdowns the whole game. There was 1 defensive touchdown.
Very much so.
It'll be interesting to see what this fourth quarter brings, because now the situation's getting a bit dire.
Yes.
Wakefield wants to separate themselves. They don't want to keep it close, and Middle Creek obviously just needs something.
Yes.
To get them back in this game. They have been struggling for most of the game. They had a little bit of offensive flow at the beginning of the second quarter.
And that'll be a run up the middle, probably a gain of about 4. Like you were saying, this situation that Wakefield and Middle Creek are in, it's a very unique situation. If Middle Creek scores, it's not tied up. They gain the lead. So, Wakefield, they need to separate themselves to make it a 2-score game. So, very important drive right here. We're in the fourth quarter. Not as much time left. See what they can make of this drive. Got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and then the running back out to the left of the quarterback. Send a man behind the offensive line. Gonna run up the middle. Number 21, very good. There's a flag on the field, in the backfield. Who would have? Who would have thought?
Yep.
That's going to be holding against the Wakefield Wolverines.
That's holding.
Back 10 yards from the spot of foul.
That's holding against Wakefield. So they're going to be backed up 10 yards from where the foul occurred. That would be a big hit for the Wakefield offense.
That's another flag. That is. We might be approaching 30 flags in this game total. This is been insane. I think now it's just the atmosphere of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not serious anymore. You know, just kind of play football. It's very messy football.
Players have kind of just started doing whatever they want, and I think it just continues to build and build. It's really been snowballing.
Yes. Oh, big hole right there for number 21. But yeah, you know, next week for both teams, especially Wakefield, next week's practices, they're not going to be fun.
I was just about to say that. These are not going to be. That is not going to be fun next week for either of these teams.
Yeah, I would.
They'll have a few running drills, I'm sure.
Yeah. As
punishment for those flags.
You know, a good one would be one suicide or gas or whatever you want to call them for each flag.
Yeah.
So.
When you were on the football team, how long were the suicides when you did for each flag?
Oh, we actually never did that, but we ran gassers. And we ran gassers each practice, and there's another flag.
And another flag. Oh. There's been like 6 or 7 times now where we've had multiple flags in a row.
Yeah, and that looks like it's going to be possibly waved off.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I think he just got so used to throwing flags that he just did it.
He just kind of assumed.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks like Coach Ray and Coach Pitcher are out there talking to the defense. You know, trying to get them to refocus. You know, don't stoop down to their level. Just keep playing good football, and we will win this game. But it's been a very, very slow-moving game, very slow-moving third quarter, and it looks like that will continue into the fourth.
I hope someone started a timer when the fourth quarter began.
Yeah. I'll start one right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, 9:58.
I meant to start tallying after we were told that there were 13 penalties, and then I forgot.
Yeah.
So if the football team runs gassers after each flag, or for each flag?
No, we didn't do it for each flag. We just kind of we just did it for conditioning. But I'm saying that would be a very creative punishment. I think it would be fitting too.
There would probably be more gassers than usual, I would imagine. On the baseball team, we ran a pole for each walk that a pitcher threw.
Jeez.
Wow. That was not fun.
That does not sound fun.
No.
Yeah, it'll be third down for Wakefield, 3rd and about 9 on their 41-yard line. And another flag.
Another flag.
Flag. I have never seen this. I am at a loss for words. I'm a commentator, lost for words right now. Yeah. There's been about 30 flags in this game.
False start on Wakefield. This game will not end until, I would say, about midnight. It's 9:30 p.m. right now. We won't be getting out of here till very late.
Folks, this is going to be a late night. A high school football game does not even last an hour. It is 4 quarters of 12 minutes long, so that is 48 minutes in total. So that means that there has about now been more than one flag per 2 minutes.
Wow.
Which is a staggering statistic. If it was a 60-minute game, there'd be a flag every 2 minutes.
That was a very good run right there by number 21.
Yeah, very good run, but short of the first down, I believe. Yeah.
Just a little short. See if that'll bring up 4th down for Wakefield. See if they were going to go for it. But you know, on that play right there, I just instinctively looked down to the refs to see if they're going to throw a flag.
Yeah, you never know. This is an interesting play call for Wakefield. There's a good possibility for something good and a very high risk. Because if they don't convert, which they won't, that is great field position for the Middle Creek Mustangs. If they had converted, that would be huge for Wakefield.
Yeah, that looked to be a confused handoff. Looks like the quarterback or the running back tried to take it, but the quarterback tried to keep it. So just a jumble right there, and not much came out of that.
And that is a double-edged sword situations you find yourself in a close game in the 4th quarter.
Yes. Yeah, we're at 9:16 left in the game right here. Middle Creek is going to take the ball back at their 48-yard line, or rather the Wakefield 48-yard line.
It's unfortunate for the coaches, too, because it's a lose-lose situation. Now people will be saying, oh, they should have punted. But if they had punted and Middle Creek drove down the field, they would have said, oh, they should have gone for it.
Yes.
It's a hard situation.
It is a very hard situation.
And unfortunately, in those situations, that's when you need to be most decisive.
Ooh. Good throw right there to Sean Horton.
What a move,
take off.
Run.
Oh,
there we go! Another.
He's still up.
And he's taken down at about the 17-yard line. Very big game.
Great run for Mustangs.
And no flags.
No flags.
No flags.
No flags.
Well, I guess the coaches should have punted.
I guess so, yeah.
Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
That was a great couple moves by Sean Horton.
Yeah, that is
exactly wide receiver.
Yes, #1 wide receiver right there. So, very exciting play. I think that's honestly the best play that Middle Creek has run all game.
Oh, most definitely. I don't think there's anything.
Joey Maya trucking up the field to about the 12-yard line.
Middle Creek has gotten a spark.
Yeah.
It looks like. We've run 2 plays in a row now without a flag.
And positive yardage.
Yes, and positive yardage. This is looking
very positive yardage.
Yes.
The best Middle Creek has played so far.
Oh.
They gave Joey Maya with a rushing touchdown.
No flags.
No flags.
No flags. That's a Middle Creek touchdown.
3 in a row.
Clean run.
Woo! That just came out of nowhere. You know, like that momentum.
Was that a clean drive?
Yeah,
I believe so.
That is the first. I think that might be the first drive all game without a flag.
Yeah,
it's definitely since the first quarter. There might have been a drive or two, excluding Wakefield's one-play drive at the beginning of the game. I think that might be the first drive, at least since the first quarter, without a flag.
Yeah, that was insane.
Which I never thought I would say. Joey Maya with the rushing touchdown, the defensive player making an impact, a huge impact on the offense.
And it looks like they're going to be going for 2, which will increase the lead by 3. So if Wakefield gets the chance, they'll have to kick a field goal, which will tie it up instead of
that's the right
giving
decision
them lead.
there.
Yes, yeah.
No difference in being up by 1 than 2.
Oh, and it's not going to go well.
That won't work. Though I guess now Wakefield can take the lead with a safety, but worth it.
Yeah, whatever works.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a quick drive right there by Middle Creek. And a little update, I started the stopwatch at 9:59. It is 8:23 right now, and we are at 4:52.
That's a little bit more normal for a football game. You might see like a couple minutes pass on the game clock, but it's actually been about 4 or 5 minutes in real time.
Yes.
12 minutes expanding to an hour and 15.
Yeah.
That's a little less unheard of.
Yeah. All right, here we go. You know, I'm sure the momentum has finally swung Middle Creek's way. See if they can keep that momentum on their side. You know, try to keep Wakefield out of the end zone, out of the red zone, preferably, so they can't even get a field goal, which is almost worst case scenario. You really don't want them to get any points on the board right now. Although there's 8:23 left in the game, which is more than enough time for football.
Another interesting statistic, for a 12-minute quarter to last an hour and 10 minutes, that is more for every minute on the game clock. That is more than 5 minutes in real time. Think about that.
That's crazy.
That is.
Maybe that'll be the last of the third quarter, but probably not. I think we're going to be talking about that for a long time.
Yeah. Imagine if time moved that slow.
It feels like that in class.
It feels like that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wakefield has 2 players in the backfield, number 43 and also number 3 to receive the punt.
Yes.
Hunter Holmes, I'd imagine, will be kicking for Middle Creek.
Yes. Here we go. Hope Wakefield will try to answer right here with putting some points on the board of their own. Hopefully, we'll see if they can do it without drawing any flags.
Middle Creek didn't manage to hold on to their first lead of the game for very long. We'll see if they can hold it for longer this time.
Yes.
That's another squib punt. I think we've only seen squibs on kickoffs here so far.
Yes.
Went right through a receiver's hand, but went out of bounds.
And that looks like it's going to bring up first down at about the 27-yard line, I'd say. 28.
About.
Maybe 26, 25. I think they're going to count that as the ball going out of bounds.
Yes, it will.
25.
Because if a player on the receiving team touches a ball that does not down it, they do have to have possession of the ball for it to be downed, and he did not down it. It ran out of the sideline. So it will be back a little bit behind where he touched it.
Yeah. So 8:19 now on the clock. First and 10 on the 24-yard line. And Wakefield will have running back lining up on the left side, 2 receivers to either side of the line.
Wakefield does have one big advantage right now, and that is the defense for Middle Creek has to be exhausted. They were on the field for an incredibly long time on that one of that final drives of the third quarter.
You know, likewise, the Wakefield offense, they're probably exhausted as well.
They're probably getting a little bit tired. So this will be an interesting drive. We'll see who breaks first.
Yes.
Who can manage to pull out a little bit more energy than the other. It'll certainly be interesting.
Probably a slow game. You know, players aren't looking too peppy out there. You know,
when a game just continues to drag on, doesn't matter what sport, it gets hard to get yourself, you know, to make plays. A fast-paced game, it gets easier. You're energized, but a slow-paced game, you're just like, come on, let's go.
Unless you have number 21 on the back of your jersey.
There you go. Then you can run for a good 7 yards. That was a good run by him.
Yes.
He had a little bit of a quiet third quarter, but
yeah. So we first down at about the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Yeah. So looks like the Wakefield players are looking for the call on the sideline from the coach. See what they're planning to do. 3 receivers right, 1 left, running back on the left side of the quarterback in the backfield. That's going to be a handoff up the middle, and he's going to be getting stuffed right there. Maybe a yard or 2 on the gain right there.
About a gain of 1 yard. Good play for the Middle Creek defense to swallow up that run.
Yes.
They've been doing well so far in stopping runs up the middle. It's been the pitches and the runs to the side that they've had a hard time stopping. Middle Creek tends to line up a lot of their defensemen in the middle of the field. They don't have a whole lot of guys on the wings, so that makes it makes a lot of sense why Wakefield has been trying to exploit that.
Yes, I agree. It looks like they tried to catch him off guard again with a freeze play, but that did not work.
More freeze plays.
Here we go.
A lot of that too.
Another handoff to number 21, and ooh, he
got trucked by Joey Maya.
Yeah.
He got thrown to the ground right there.
Some good yardage right there, but not enough to bring up a first down. So 3rd and 5, 5 more yards to get the first down. See what
This is a big play for both teams. Wakefield needs to score, obviously, but Middle Creek really needs to get the ball back.
Yeah,
they cannot continue to. They cannot rest easy with a lead of 1.
Ooh,
that is almost intercepted by number 9.
Is that Darnell Jones, I believe?
Darnell Jones.
Darnell Jones. That'll bring up 4th down. I believe that, well, I mean, there's plenty of football left. If they do punt it, they're going to punt it. So more than likely, they're going to get the ball back and have another chance to score, unless we have another situation like Flag City last year or last
This is the smart decision for Wakefield because you don't want to risk. It's a little bit too long to convert on a 4th down. You don't want to risk giving Middle Creek the ball in Wakefield's territory. The offense was clicking on the last drive.
Yeah.
So you need to pin them back here. They're kicking around the half field so they can try and pin them back. And
very good punt right there.
That punt will go out of bounds, which is a flag.
Yeah.
I think that might be the first flag of the quarter. That's a different kind of flag, though.
Yeah.
That different kind of flag. That's That's a legitimate accident.
Yeah. That was a very high ball, though. Props to the punter for that.
If it had gone straight, it would have been a very good kick. Would have managed to pin Middle Creek with probably wouldn't have gotten much past the 20-yard line.
Yeah. So 6:12 left on the clock in the 4th quarter.
That's usually a flag. Maybe that's not a high school rule.
Guess not. Looks like Sean Brown in a quarterback. We're going to have 2 receivers left. 1 lining up behind the tackle, and then 1 to the right of the field. Deshaun Fort alongside Sean Brown. And Sean Brown with the keeper going up the left side. He's
took a big hit.
Yeah, not much there. Taken down by the leg.
Kind of bounced him forward. It actually helped him a little bit. He got some more yards.
Yeah. Yeah, not much there.
Clean hit, though.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah. And what you want to do is, you want to run plays like this. Get the clock running, run time off the clock. Give Wakefield less time to score.
This 4th quarter has already gone by pretty fast. I looked over and I realized it's halfway through, which is surprising.
Yes, it is.
Certainly gone a whole lot fast. You've seen a lot more run plays which helps keep the clock moving. And that's a low throw, which will be an incompletion.
Jamori Ellis was the intended receiver. Talking about fast quarter, yeah, we're at 5:30, and we're at, in real time, 12 minutes, 50 seconds and counting.
Well, so there you go. Brought down that real time to game time minute ratio.
Yes, very much so.
It's about 2-1 right now. Earlier it was 6 or 7-1.
It looks like they brought Joey Maya back in at running back. They're running trips right and one receiver left. Ugh.
Joey Maya, the power running back on the team, apparently.
And timeout.
And that'll be a timeout for Middle Creek, and we will take a short break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sports Block. There are 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Middle Creek has the ball on their own 26-yard line. It is 3rd and 9. They are leading 15-14.
Yeah. And hopefully, 3rd and 9, Middle Creek has to convert right here,
They really do.
Definitely.
Wakefield probably won't be able to run out the rest of the clock if they were to get it back after this. However, they definitely do need to convert right here to expand that lead to more than one.
Going deep.
That's a
Big
deep
throw.
ball.
Horton.
And
that is
there's a flag. There we go.
There we go.
That was flagrant pass interference by number 11 on the defense right there, and he's looking around like, what's going on?
Good call.
Yeah,
the penalty.
The player, he was a little bit confused, but that is definitely a call of a foul. That is.
Yes. And that'll.
There should be no debate as to what that was.
Truly.
That was certainly catchable, too, by Sean Horton.
Yeah, but he just got
tripped up by number 11. And
looks like that's going to be
that'll be another big break for Middle Creek to see if they can capitalize on this. They've managed
Very
to capitalize on the last couple breaks they've gotten.
And and if it looks like the Wakefield defense is lining up to where the foul happened. Oh, nope, never mind.
No,
I lied.
Going.
I thought they were going to spot the ball at where the foul occurred.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, that would have been very big for
flipped the field.
Mustang offense.
Yeah, gigantic break.
And it's still a heartbreaker for Wakefield, though.
Yeah.
They needed that stop.
Yeah.
Joey Maya still in as the running back. Kind of fun to see.
Yeah. We got Middle Creek is going to have 2 receivers right. Looks like one lined up behind the tackle, in between the guard, and 2 receivers left, one right, and then one in between the tackles.
And off to Joey Maya.
Breaks
the tackle, breaks another tackle.
Wow.
And another first down.
Great
What
run.
a run by Joey Maya.
That
He's saying, bring it on, baby.
That was a brutal stiff arm right there by Joey Maya. He just pushed that dude to the ground, man. That just shows he plays linebacker, but when you have athletic talent like that, you can play any position you want.
No doubt.
He's a speedy linebacker, which helps him on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
Yes, and honestly, he looks more like a running back.
He really does. Yeah. It'll be interesting if he'll probably be recruited by some colleges.
More than likely.
He's certainly, he will
definitely.
definitely be recruited by some colleges. He was invited to NC State. It'll be interesting to see whether they will consider him to go as a running back.
Yes. And another little nugget.
It'll certainly help him as a player looking to get to the collegiate level, showing that he is dynamic on both the defensive and offensive side of the ball.
Yes. And another little nugget. All 4 of the players that were invited to the state game all play on defense, except for Joey Meyer right here.
Plays
also
both.
plays offense. Although this is the first time that I've seen him play offense.
Yeah, I haven't seen this before either, but it's certainly interesting to see. He has been a shining light on this offense so far. One of the bright spots in the game.
Indeed.
Agreed. Well, when you lose the starting running back, you know.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
Yeah. Ooh, very good run by Joey Meyer once again.
Meyer, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about putting him in at quarterback as like a joke, but I kind of want to see it
I
now.
would love to see that. That would be so much fun.
Maybe line him up as slot receiver.
Yeah, that would be not a bad trick play.
Maybe.
Fake a handoff, then giving away our playbook.
Yeah.
And online. Uh-oh.
And also, so far he's played running back, linebacker, and I know he also long snaps. So he's got quite a diverse set of skills.
Certainly a coach's dream right there.
Yeah, and it looks.
And looks like we're
timeout.
Timeout taken by Middle Creek because of the play clock. That is a critical mistake that you cannot make. You need your timeouts at the end of a close game. And we'll be taking a timeout break. We'll see you in a few minutes.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sports Block. Wakefield at Middle Creek. There is 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in the game. Middle Creek leads 15-14. It is a 3rd and 7 on the Wakefield 43-yard line.
Yeah.
Middle Creek has managed to drive down the field and waste a couple minutes off the clock, and let's see if they can continue the drive right here. This is a crucial play for both the Mustangs and the Warriors.
Ooh. And not much there. That'll bring up 4th down.
And looks like a unnecessary roughness, but looks like the referees might have missed it.
Yeah, I guess so. But, yeah, that'll bring up 4th down, and looks like they're going to punt it. But, you know, this is actually not that bad of a situation. The clock is still running. It's 4th. The ball is probably going to get punted to about the 20, 25-yard line, maybe even deeper back. So it'll put Wakefield at a worse field position than it would have had at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Middle Creek does have the opportunity to give Wakefield a terrible field position. They have Middle Creek has a great defense, a lot of stars on it, and play is blown dead, and there is a flag.
Yeah, flag thrown down over by the punt receiver. Delay of game.
Actually, I think they might have done that on purpose to give Hunter Holmes a little bit more room to pin them back. So that actually might have been deliberate. I've seen that happen before in college and pros, where they'll purposely do that to give the punter a couple more yards to work with. Because at a short distance like that, it can be difficult to not just kick a touchback.
That was very factual.
A little bit of back
snap.
But it's a good punt, nice and short, and it takes a Middle Creek bounce, which will do exactly what they need to do.
Wow. That's going to be taken at about, say, 6-yard line?
Just about as good as you could have hoped for, realistically speaking.
Very good punt by Hunter Holmes. And, you know, it looks like you were right. I think they took that delay of game deliberately.
Yeah.
So
that was a smart move by Coach Ragland right there.
Yes.
Very good idea. Wakefield, I think, has all their timeouts left. Middle Creek has taken a couple of them. But Wakefield has timeouts to work with. 2 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock.
That's still plenty of time, but being at your own, 7-yard line, that's a very long field looking down, and you're going to have to play a lot.
Yeah, that is a long way to travel.
Yes. All right.
Second down.
Yeah, that's going to bring up second down. Tackled down by number 34, Jackson Chop.
Good play by Jackson. I'll let that play get out of hand. He broke number 21. It looked like he broke a tackle or narrowly avoided one at the beginning at the line of scrimmage, and then Jackson Chop was able to control the damage.
Yes. Like I was saying, this linebacking core of Middle Creek is very strong and very, very consistent.
Very talented, very athletic, very fast. And that will be overthrown.
Yes. No flags.
No flags. Number 8.
Tyron Belcher.
Thank you, Tyron Belcher. Made a very smart play there.
Yeah.
Don't do anything stupid. You know, you can't risk getting a flag on that play.
Yes.
On the ball you probably know is not going to get caught.
Yeah.
That's a smart play right there. That's the mark of a very good D-back. Coach Harris has done his job.
Yeah. Him and Darnell Jones have been two very productive players tonight.
Yes.
Ooh, he's going to be.
And that'll be a first down for Wakefield.
Yes. Good
big
run
play
by
for
there.
them. Would have been a big stop for Middle Creek. That would have given them great field position, but it's a what if now.
Yeah. And that'll stop the clock because it looks like he went out of bounds there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great play by 21. Got the first down and ran out of bounds, which is huge.
Yes.
Clock is running again, though, actually, so
And
a minute and 30 left.
Ooh. And he's out of bounds. That'll stop the clock at 1:31.
There you go.
That was a design play right there, you know, running out to the right.
Definitely.
Yeah. And 1:31, you know, they're definitely trying to conserve their time because, you know, just a minute ago, literally, it was 2:25, and that went by fast. So
Yeah.
you got to conserve your time. You know, you don't want to get in a rush. Try to do what you can do.
Wakefield has been able to move the ball decently well. They've had a hard time scoring, but they've been able to move the ball.
Yes.
They've got a dynamic quarterback. He's a big guy, but that throw will go over the head of the intended wide receiver.
And that'll run off 7 seconds on the clock. 1:24. These are the final crucial minutes. So, and if Wakefield scores, if they kick a field goal, that'll give them the lead, which Middle Creek was trying to counter when they went for a 2-point conversion and when they got that touchdown not too long ago.
Fortunately, they gave up a sack,
Yeah.
which was huge for Wakefield. That was critical in making sure that it was only a one-possession take-the-lead game.
Yes.
2nd and 10 for the Warriors.
Oh.
Steps up in the pocket.
And it looks to be a little underthrown. The intended receiver, number 10, was pushed down by a Middle Creek defender.
No call on the play, which I think is the right call
Yes.
because that was not a catchable ball.
I agree.
The wide receiver also had to stop a little bit because of the throw, which caused the Middle Creek defensive back to run into him a little bit. So good no call on there. Let the players play. It wasn't very catchable.
And we've
I'm glad we didn't see another flag.
And it looks like we've got number 47, Ian Woodard, and number 58, Everett Russell, checking into the game.
3rd and 10, this is the game. Wakefield converts, and they almost got number 21 right there.
That was, he caught himself. Number 21, Srijit Mukherjee, almost,
Oh my gosh.
This is the
game.
Right
Middle
here.
Creek gets a stop. This is.
And there's a flag thrown at the line of scrimmage.
Play's called dead, so it's on the offense.
Looks like it's offside.
Probably a false start.
False start, rather.
And there it is. That'll be a 3rd and 15. Another big break for Middle Creek. They have gotten that almost all night.
Yeah, and that's like almost this situation, like in this situation right here, getting a false start, it's almost like icing the kicker, but rather icing the quarterback. It's like, you know, you're in the zone and you're about to make this throw that'll either keep the game going or end it.
These next two plays will decide the game. Wakefield will certainly have to go for it on 4th and 15 because there's no point in kicking it because they're not going to get the ball back because Middle Creek will be able to kneel if they get the ball back. So these next two plays will decide the game. Looking for options, Tyler.
Caught right there by number 3 at about the 37-yard line, I'd say. So that clock is still running. We're at 57 seconds.
Oh, stop.
Right
when you said it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right, timeout taken by...
Looks like Wakefield will be using their first timeout of the half. So
we'll be back in a few minutes after this timeout break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sports Block. There are 57.5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Middle Creek leads by 15. Leads 15 to 14. Lead by 1. Wakefield has the ball. It is 4th and 6 on their own 38-yard line.
Yeah. This play right here will likely decide the game.
This is the game right here.
If
they convert, Wakefield has a chance. They don't, Middle Creek will end it to end what has been a crazy game.
Yes, very much so.
It has all come down to the final play, which is what you do like to see.
Here we go.
3 receivers left, and he's going to be
getting pressure.
Going verticals.
And is it complete?
It is.
It is a completed catch, and the game will continue for a couple more plays. That is huge for Wakefield. They had a false start on 3rd and 10 to bring themselves back to 3rd and 15.
And it looks like he was pushed out of bounds, too, so 49.3 seconds left on the Middle Creek 49-yard line.
The defensive back tried to go for the ball.
And it looks like they're going to be.
And what are they? And
Middle Creek gets the ball!
Looks like Middle Creek might have the ball. They all seem to. Wakefield's not even arguing. Never good when
see what the officials rule.
And there's a flag. What do you know? Of course there's a flag.
Well, see what they
you know
roll.
it couldn't. This game could not end without a flag. It actually seems proper now.
Yeah.
False start on the offense.
Was it recovered?
It looks like because of that, the play was whistled dead, and Wakefield will continue to have the ball.
Man.
Boy, oh boy, did we think we were about to win.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Intense moments right there.
This has been an insane game. This is one for the ages right here.
Yeah, so that's 1st and 15 right there on the Wakefield
40-yard
line.
41 seconds left in the game. Wakefield still has 2 of their timeouts. I believe Middle Creek has none, but they wouldn't use them anyways. So
yeah. Middle Creek student section is going crazy.
Creek crazies are getting hype.
They're getting rowdy.
I would be too. Yes.
Yeah.
So we've got number 7 quarterback, running back lined up left to him, 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. And he's rolling out left and throws deep.
Oh boy.
That's
almost intercepted.
Who's that number? I believe that's number 1. I cannot tell. That's too far away.
Good, yeah.
But that
he deflected it just barely out of the reach of number 3. That went right over his hand.
Looked like if he was just a little bit more far back, that would have been intercepted.
Yeah.
I saw him looking at the ball, waiting for it to come into his hands.
And if number 3 was just a little bit farther back, that would have been a touchdown.
Yes, certainly. So yeah,
wow.
28.1 seconds left.
A couple.
2nd and 15 on the Wakefield 46.
A couple almost game-ending plays there.
Yeah.
Almost back-to-back. Adam Schmidt, he went out of the. There was concern about his health earlier in the game. Good to see him getting the crowd up and excited.
Here we go. Wakefield running the same formation as last time, except having the running back on the right side this time. They're going to be passing it again.
Well,
21.
They're coming for him.
Defends up.
Throws it.
Oh, and another one of these. And
it's intercepted!
That'll be the game.
Intercepted by number 8, Middle Creek, Tyron Meltzer.
He got 1 foot in bounds. And that'll be the game.
What an ending.
And that's the game right there. Middle Creek.
What an ending.
A dramatic ending to a dramatic game.
1 point differential, 15-14 will be the final score right there.
how long has this quarter lasted?
Oh yeah, we're at 32 minutes and 41 seconds and counting. This game is still not officially over.
No, there could be a snap, a fumble on the knee.
Yeah, and it looks like
I have seen that before.
And what? The Middle Creek defense is still out there.
Penalty?
There's a penalty?
Penalty?
There was.
I didn't see a flag.
Oh,
I didn't see a flag.
There is a flag. It looks like the flag was thrown in the backfield.
Oh, no. No.
Oh, no.
So that's going to make it.
God, what a heartbreak right there.
Yeah, they fooled us. That's going to give them first down.
Yep.
That is crazy. Well, it gets more dramatic.
Yep.
1st and 10.
You know it had to end like this. There's no way it could have been storybook. It had to come down to something like this.
Yep.
1st and 10 on the Middle Creek 39-yard line. 17.5 seconds left in the game. There's a pass rush.
Oh,
he's going to go down.
He's down.
He's down. He's running. He's
Oh my God!
Middle Creek scores a touchdown on a fumble recovery. And there's a flag.
There's a flag.
It doesn't matter. I think the audio just went out.
Yep.
Now we're back.
We're back.
Gosh.
Middle Creek. Ian Woodard with
We don't want to do what we did last. There's a flag.
Ian Woodard recovered the fumble and ran it all the way back to the end zone. I believe it's in the end zone, so I think that will count as a touchdown.
Will likely be.
Oh, I'm shaking.
My gosh.
Oh, my God.
You know it had to end like that.
Oh, my God.
It could have ended with a knee.
Oh.
There's no way. It had to end like that.
The Middle Creek student section is going absolutely nuts.
Yeah, they're electric.
They
out
are
there.
insane.
Everybody here is standing tonight.
Middle Creek
standing.
almost had a game-ending interception. It was tipped off the hands of, we couldn't tell. We almost had another interception on the next play. Same play, but on the opposite side of the field. But it apparently was not in bounds.
This game.
Heartbreaker for Middle Creek, and then there's a strip sack, which will result in what we think is a touchdown. But there is a flag on the play, of course. That's like the 50th one or something like that. I don't know.
So I think it'll still count as a touchdown, but it might be affected after, like for the PAT or something like that.
The scoreboard does have a touchdown on the scoreboard.
Fans are still cheering for their team.
Yep.
The Middle Creek Mustangs.
Middle Creek fans are finally happy. They've not been pleased for most of this game.
Yeah, it seems like that flag. I would say excessive celebration or something along those sorts.
Probably at non-sportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah. They're going up.
Maybe some taunting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
So the PAT's team is still out there. They're just at the 25-yard line, but it doesn't matter because
this will probably be a kneel.
Yeah, but so there's 3.4 seconds still time left on the clock. So,
I mean, what can happen?
Well, Wakefield, if we score, so it looks like we're going to go for it. Wakefield will have to return it for a touchdown and then get the 2-point to tie it up.
Yeah.
Hunter Holmes on the kick. We are all standing up in the press booth.
Yes, I'm not sitting down.
Yeah.
That's
and
good.
It is good.
It
is good.
So the game is not officially over yet. By some miracle, Wakefield could return this kickoff for a touchdown.
The way this game has gone so far, I am worried.
Yeah.
Normally I wouldn't be that worried because how often does that happen? But now, with how insane this entire game has been, at first it was looking kind of sluggish in the first and second quarter. Third quarter was just, we've said enough about that. Fourth quarter has been dramatic.
The intensity of this game represented on like a graph would look something like a heartbeat monitor. You know how it's going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I would see it looking like that because this game has been up and down. Yeah, huge spikes.
And blood pressure.
Yeah, huge spikes going down because nothing's happening and then going back up again.
Yeah, you're probably going to see not the normal special teams unit. You're probably just going to see the most athletic playmakers on the field right now, the best tacklers.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It needs to be the guy, Joey Maya, Jackson Chop, those guys will be on the field for sure.
Yes.
You're going to see the better tacklers in the team.
You don't want to take any chances.
No.
We got to end the game right here.
No chances.
I'm sure that's what Wakefield is thinking.
This is the kind of game, the fourth quarter is the kind of football you want to see.
Definitely.
Yeah. And it looks like they're going to be taking a penalty on the kickoff as well because they're going to be lining the ball up at the 25-yard line.
Not the 35, which of course gives Wakefield another a larger opportunity to return this for a touchdown. So they still will need this 2-point conversion to tie it and send it into overtime, which would. Oh my gosh.
This game has been very long already. If we go to overtime,
it's gonna start to get nuts.
All right, here we
We
go.
are all standing in the press booth right now. Everyone is on their feet. Everyone in the entire stadium is on their feet.
Yeah. All right, likely. There we go.
And
squib.
A little bit of a squib.
A little bit.
And the Wakefield player managed, and
Lateral.
there's lateral.
Lateral.
And another lateral.
Another lateral.
Oh gosh,
Number
I don't
2.
like seeing these plays.
And another lateral.
Another lateral.
Back out to number 11, and
Another
then to 43. Stop it.
Oh no.
43 with the ball, running in circles. And a lateral to, and
the game is over.
And the game is over.
The Middle Creek player will recover the lateral. We think the game is over. We're checking for flags.
Yes. I think we're good.
And
No flags on the field.
Good.
The game is actually over now.
The time clock is at 0 seconds. The final score of 22-14. Your Middle Creek Mustangs will leave this game with a W. It was a very good game. What do you guys say?
That was
boy,
electric.
oh boy, was that insane.
That was amazing.
There are really no
Amazing.
words to describe what this game was. Well, I think we'll be thinking about this one for a long time. This is an instant classic in Middle Creek football history.
I agree.
For sure. A huge win for the program. They weren't able to play last week. So great win, and we'll see you next week with the Sports Block.
And then we also have just to mention our pony sponsors. One of them, learn about agriculture, catch a musical show, hop on some rides, and enjoy amazing food vendors. Come for the tradition, come for the show, food at the NC State Fair, October 11th through October 21st. And then one more sponsor.
Yeah, the Stampede Club would like to thank our thoroughbred sponsor, once again, Ruckus Pizza, located in Cary's Tryon Wood Shopping Center. Our promise to you is great food always with a side of good times. Check out Ruckus online, ruckuspizza.com.
All right, again, it's been a very fun night. My name is Daniel Smith. I was joined here tonight by
John Kaprevich
and Joey Bullard. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for watching and sticking with us. Boy, oh boy, was that fun. Have a great night.
Yes. Oh my God, dude.
Wow.